Well, well, well. Did you miss us? Did you miss Toxic Tuesday? I sure did. Guys, are you ready to come? Who in the 30 plus of you in the chat are ready to come?
I'd like to show you something.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want, and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm
You have to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky?
No, we're not talking about Barbie. We're just fucking with you. Or is Mark D with a C fucking with all of us? Remember when we did that once upon a time last November with the Bond movie? Remember that? I remember that. Pepperidge Farms remembers that. I missed all of you. Even though I see some of you, a lot of you, in a lot of chats. But in this particular environment, I miss all you guys. We did this last summer. We did it again this time around. And you know what? I'll say I feel a little bit recharged. I feel rejuvenated. Toxic Tuesday just feels so much more refreshed, refurbished, revitalized. I'm happy to be here. Let's get some quick introductions. Go for the 96th episode of Toxic Tuesday with the John Claude Van Damme 30 years later of Hard Target. What's up, David Glenn? Hello, Elizabeth Young, Orion, KN, Ampers, and Am, Tiki of Doom. I have noted John Capola, JCVMHF214, J-Man, Keely, Chow, RJ Godzilla 81, The Angry Gamer, Phoenix Knight 08, Davina Duckworth, John DeVoice, hello. Thank you. Yes. Hey, what's up, Action Com? Nice to see you as well. Thank you. Yes, there you go. Yeah. Yes, I miss the show, but you know what? We got a bunch of dudes here, which is shocking. That's like saying like the bread has gluten. There are dudes waiting. Let's slide all these dudes in here. I'm not gonna do it all at the same time, but we're gonna bring them in individually. We'll start off with our red shirt.
Hey Nick.
Hey.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. I got a feeling.
I strongly agree. I mean, Van Damme with a super 90s mullet.
Oh, I know. A very greasy, unwashed 90s mullet.
Oh man, I knew, like, I remember after the first week, I'm like, I could already feel that itch coming back. And so I was just like, and then came the second week. I'm like, I can feel the toxicity holding back. I must watch Hard Target. I watched it like 3 times just to like get myself in the oozed mode of toxicity. So I missed you, dude. I'm glad that we get to do this.
Yeah, I'm just being here. Shit. This is always fun.
Oh, I know. So glad to have you here, sir. And yes, what Davina Duckworth said, get your hard target Blu-ray. But sir, let's do this again. Let's make it like we never even stopped. And how are you, that 70s rock fan? I just saw you an hour ago.
I've just been sitting here for 3 weeks with right here waiting for the stream to start again.
So you got really smelly between then. So you're so toxic.
No more than normal.
No.
Yeah, God, what the hell have we done with our lives? We had no Toxic Tuesday. This is you realize the damage you've done, the psychological damage that you've done. But we're back with a bang, with a double bang, with actually several large bangs and some roundhouse kicks.
Or should we say a huge
bang?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So yeah, this is going to be awesome. It's good to see you all. Great to be
Agreed.
back. Oh, I did see you a few minutes ago. Yes,
I did. We were defenestrating on Mead.
Indeed, defenestrating. It's indefensible.
It was live defenestration of the nation.
Is the defenestration defensible?
Is the defenestration defensible? You decide.
Yes.
Oh, look at the mom jeans and mullets.
Yes. And speaking of these big bangs we're talking about that were slicked back with LA Looks gel. Oh, man. That was a glorious mullet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, like
mullet.
Hall of Fame.
It's like mullet with ringlets.
It was.
It's a slow motion mullet. It moves in slow motion.
I have a half-hour discussion alone on his mullet tonight. I could feel the environment around it. I could definitely feel the environment around it.
I think Action Com's got it right. Bullets or skullets.
Cajun diabetes.
There's only one skullet in these parts, and that was from Mr. Devin Townsend, who was formerly not only a strapping young lad, but a Steve Vai's band as well. Devin Townsend had the ultimate skullet.
Oh, yeah.
Look up Devin Townsend skullet on Google, Brave, DuckDuckGo, whatever. Look up Devin Townsend skullet. Trust me. Once you see that skullet, all other skullets fail. I think Dustin can back me on if you remember that days of Heavy Devi and a skullet. You remember those days, Dustin?
Dude, I know that, and I had my buddy Zipper Buns. Then he used to run merch for Skeleton Witch, and he had a skullet like that too.
Oh wow, the skullets! Oh man, so we had quite a few skulleters. Man, I don't know. Devi's was pretty wild though. I'd like to see your guys' skullet though. Maybe one day. Send me your skullet.
He doesn't have one anymore. He's the vocals for Lust Witch now.
Oh,
Lust Witch.
I'll have to check them out. You got my attention, sir. And of course, the man who makes this show what it is, who brings all the homoerotic greatness to it as well. And we absolutely missed Marky with a C, whom I caught about a half hour of his live show last week. Yeah, nice crowd in there, Mark.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
that was all right, dude.
Mark's killing it.
And Tom gave me a nice shout out on Midnight's Edge, so much appreciated to Tom for that. Yeah, because I did a special Tuesday night geekery because I was under the weather Sunday night. So yeah, but it's great to be back on Toxic Tuesday. So yeah, it was a nice coincidence that slot was open. But I'm working on a few surprises for tonight. Some few
So
fun
what
things
you're saying,
right now.
Mark, is that Nick is holding your YouTube career back. Your
Yeah, I
channel could
wish.
be a lot
Yeah, I
bigger
wish,
without this
yeah.
show.
Yeah,
It reminds me of when I took
Selfish of you,
over.
Nick.
It reminds me of when I did yelling at park cars on my channel back when I had like 200 subs.
Hmm.
And I remember I did comics like, hey, you should host yelling at park cars on your channel for this one night. And I did. And that was like the first time I ever had like a bigger crowd. I'm like, so that's what's the potential of my channel.
right. Well, one time there was a YouTube glitch. I had like 800 people watch. It was just a glitch. It obviously wasn't. But Raquel and
it was
like
possibly
texted.
real.
They're like, "You've got 800 people," and I got really nervous for a second. I'm like, "No, it can't be because the chat didn't blow up."
Wait a minute,
then the
Mark.
views disappeared.
Maybe that was real, and the glitch was that YouTube were finally showing us the real numbers.
Oh yeah, it could be.
Instead of
It could be.
hiding them.
know, they're
Yeah, full
demonstrating
real.
those real
They were
numbers.
defenestrating them. Yes.
We're
hate it
gonna
when
make
that
it.
happens.
Finally got laptops.
We're gonna make defenestrating great again tonight. That's it.
For sure.
It's our mission. Mark, it's a pleasure. I'm glad you're able to write out some greatness during this time. And sir, I can't wait to see what you have in stock tonight. I'm sure it's gonna be undoubtedly huge.
Couple of fun things. Yep.
A couple, just a couple.
Just a
Yeah,
few, yeah.
We got two guys who have been on the show in a long time. It's been like for both these guys, it's been quite a bit. One of them starting off is practically he's Dick's Division brethren. I've hung out with this guy in person once before, and he goes by a channel called Talks a Lot Entertainment, and he's also a guy who helped me, let's just say, find my voice when it came to doing some voices. How's it going, Corey?
Good,
Corey.
good. Can't complain too much.
Hey,
Simply
Corey.
because I never get sick of doing so.
No
but
one
that's
would
fine.
listen anyway.
Hey, so what's up, boys? Been a long time. You know,
It has. Welcome back, man. I
see you,
missed you
buddy.
on here.
Great to see you.
and I'm out here asking the hard hitting questions like,
Hard
If-
hitting.
yeah, if God loves me, why can't I own and operate a midget brothel?
Well, strictly speaking, you can. You just not
You
legally.
can. And if you happen to own one and you happen to let me know where it is, I might visit.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, because unfortunately, because of Peter
For science.
Dinklage's
For
work, you wouldn't be able to have actual midgets. You'd have to get tall people instead of midgets.
Nah, see, I'm a equal opportunity employer, so I hire people from all freak shows of life. So it works out. It's the most profitable
Oh.
brothel is in like this side of Vegas, probably. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I got the hookers and the hoochies that nobody else even imagines. They're
You
like,
got
does
the
that bitch have
hookers?
9 chins? Oh my gosh.
And you got the blowies.
Yeah.
Success.
9 chins. Is that an Asian joke? No, sorry.
No, we charge extra for extra chins.
Oh, you love me long time.
No, not long time. You get hour. You get
hey,
1 hour.
John Woo
keep
loved me
going
long
on
time.
like this. You better give me your crab rangoon. All right.
You,
I want
no
my
crab
crab
rangoon
rangoon.
for you. No.
Fish head soup. Fish
Only
head soup
udon.
for you. Fish
You
head
get
soup.
udon. Only udon. Anyway, hi.
Great to have you here, Corey. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you.
All right. And welcome back. It's been a long time, Mr.
It has.
Deleted Scenes. A lot of you guys have seen him as a wrench on the Midnight's Edge shows, and he's also the host of Unscripted. How's it going, dude?
Going pretty well. Trying to stay inside, trying to stay cool. Bit of a heat wave out here lately.
Oh, heat wave. Was it defenestrating? Was it a very defenestrating heat wave?
It was.
Not if you
It
stay in the
was.
forest.
I am.
Do you even know what that means at this point?
Who taught Nick a new word?
I know that was a bad
we
move.
talked about that word.
Bad
We
move.
talked about that.
All right,
10
can you define
episodes
it for me,
ago.
please?
No.
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 Defenestration is the act of
sounds
actively
good.
throwing someone out of a window.
It
The opposite
has,
of it is adfenestration, and when you throw them in through a window. Aye.
can't be described. It can only be shown or demonstrated.
This is true. My son
Well,
had
they
to do
explained
a
that in Braveheart.
visual art about defenestration for school.
Well,
That's
he wasn't
weird.
necessarily. Was he defenestrated? He was hung, drawn, and quartered. Is that the same thing? I mean, he was getting He was getting more than just a basic defenestration.
A
In
basic
Braveheart.
defenestration.
That's right. He got his money's worth. in that one.
Ooh, man. Well, I guess
You say more-
we got. Go
You
ahead.
say more than a basic defenestration, and I imagine someone on a rocket sled getting flung out of a window at like
So,
75
yeah,
miles an hour.
Or a circus cannon.
So
Right.
Red Shirt will know this history lesson. Edward II was killed supposedly by his revolting nobles, and they were pretty revolting.
I bet.
They had a hot poker shoved up his ass. And that's what killed him.
Ah.
And they do that because it doesn't leave a mark on the rest of the body. So, you
Yep.
know, but that's so. So this this defenestration thing is it's a bit flamboyant. Just the red hot poker up the arse is.
Literally a pain in
Did
the
you
ass.
say that? Did you say it was flamboyant? Are you sure?
Flamboyant. I guess if you're sitting on a red hot poker, that's flamboyant. But,
Yeah, I was like,
Are you going?
Like, I don't know if it's gay unless you like make eye contact while there's the blowjob. Blowjob's not that gay.
Oh, my bad. Damn it, I've been doing it wrong.
I mean, a 20's a 20, guys.
$10 is $10,
right?
Well, I guess it makes sense because it's really hard to say no homo while your mouth's full, you know.
Yes. So I'm told.
Did you 40 plus of you, and this is what you missed out on for 3 weeks. Homoeroticism at its finest.
Was this all pent up from frustration from being on vacation? On Taco Tuesday?
Yeah, this when the man I saw Mark D was in the backstage. This is what I wanted to do to him.
Our secret is out now, Nick. It's a good thing my better half has never ever watched a YouTube show that I've been on.
Star-crossed lovers. Held
I feel
together
the same
with,
way sometimes
with
where I'm
air
like,
gel.
I'm glad my wife doesn't watch these things.
Yeah.
Shanda's in the other room knowing I'm in here being an idiot. So,
Well, when it's expected, it's accepted, right?
Yeah. So, anyways, gentlemen, now that we got us dudes,
Do we have a
on
movie
Matt
to
Martin
talk
again,
about?
We do have a movie
yeah,
to talk about.
Oh, yeah, the movie.
Yes, there was a movie called Hard Target. I mean, that
How hard
name
is
just-
it?
It's
The
hard boiled.
hardest.
It's a hard boiled target.
The hardest.
It felt very strong, very stiff, definitely very pointy, and it was right on point. So it's a hard target, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, I have to say, who had on their bingo card in 1993 Wilford Brimley being a Cajun badass action
Right.
star?
No.
even when I saw his name in the credits in this movie, and I'm like, Wilford Brimley's in this? Cool.
That's
Then
right.
I'm like, wait.
Because he wouldn't be able to play that part now because he's not a real Cajun. Apparently,
Well, then
he just
he's
plays
dead.
one on TV.
Well, yeah, that kind of puts a crimp in his acting.
Does it though? Does it?
I mean,
Because
You know-
let's be real, no one really
Chance
ever dies. anymore.
Boudreaux.
No one.
Boudreaux.
Chance
Chance
Boudreaux.
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 Dude.
It's like Bruce Boudreaux, hockey manager, chief.
I
there was
feel
not a
like
single vignette in this movie.
with Van Damme. Go ahead.
The Angry
Richard.
Gamer's channeling me. The thing I like the most about Wilford Brimley's character was he didn't want to talk about diabetes.
He didn't even
He
mention
didn't.
it.
Never mentioned it.
Heartbroken.
Although
Not
he
once.
did get instant sclerosis of the liver when he drank the moonshine. So I
Oh,
guess
yeah.
that took the attention away from the diabetes. The
Yeah.
diabetes.
If,
Diabetes.
Take away
if you've
from
ever
the
tasted
beaties.
moonshine, it will explain it.
I use it all the time.
I've had the
in
shine
Red
of the
Dead
moon.
Redemption.
Trust me, I've had the shine of the moon, and I enjoyed my shine.
Yeah, and
Trust
when that
me.
moon hits your eye, it's definitely not amore.
Oh man, it wasn't. I was, dude.
This is the Lizzo moon, perhaps.
The largest
no
moon,
moon.
you ever seen.
That's no.
I can't
moon.
miss the moon from here.
That's no moon. That's Lizzo.
Anyways, hard target. We're having fun here.
A lot of dudes
Um,
got the shaft in this movie.
They
Oh,
did.
dude.
They did,
Oh,
and,
dude.
and the
Now,
flight
like-
as well. They got the flight too.
Did you guys like when we were talking 70s a few weeks ago about how like a lot of the Van Damme movies, there usually tends to be like an ass shot. This one
Mm.
didn't really do it this time around. It feels like it
Mm.
goes down a point or two in Homer Russ's. Now he did put some stuff in their playtime areas, weapons and all that, so they
Indeed.
balanced it out a little, but
A little bit.
you didn't get the shot that that would make Mrs. 70s happy. What
Mm.
gives?
So
What
my
can I say?
question for this here, ladies and gentlemen, is this the movie that inspired the entire wardrobe for Con Air? With just his outfit, they were like, "That's perfect."
I
He looks
think
like a
so.
cop. Let's do it.
I hope so
I think
because
so.
now here's the thing though.
Mullet and everything
in
with
Con
Cage's
Air, he had Nicolas Cage was trying to be Southern, and
Man, he did a great job. I don't know why you guys are so upset about that.
Great location though.
turning
Nolans. The location stuff is great. The Nolans stuff. I do like the fact it's filmed in Nolans.
I
Yep.
do too. It really makes it feel like, oh crap, this is happening in a small time area. Like, who would have thought this could have been like going down in this area?
it looks
Yeah, there's no
as
corruption in New Orleans. How could that ever happen there, right?
It looks as
Right.
sweaty as Nick's underpants. It really does.
This is my favorite version of the most dangerous game, though. Like, I couldn't
I was gonna
stand reading the
mention
book.
that.
It was
mine too.
boring as hell, but this made it good.
Yeah, we should
Yeah.
talk about that.
And it's
Yeah,
hot.
R-rated
It's a
short
short
story.
dude.
This lifted just about that concept and just turned it into a modern movie set in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have to say that from
Great.
a plot and perspective, this movie was total bollocks, but just the action is so great. that
Yes.
Who cares?
I-
I didn't give a shit about the
I
plot. I really
Kind of
didn't.
actually am gonna kind of disagree. I actually feel like
Oh.
the story actually
I will
makes a lot of
defenestrate you.
sense. You can defenestrate my argument, but I'm going to defenestrate right back
Well, I
and
didn't
say,
say it didn't make sense. It's just total bollocks. I mean, some excruciatingly bad dialogue. I didn't care about what,
"Oh,
all I
don't
cared
you
was
even."
all I
There's
cared was
some
that
wonderful lines in
all I
here,
cared
man.
was that there was a bunch of people trying to kill another bunch of people, and then they all got killed by Jean-Claude Van Damme. That was all
Well,
that
What else
mattered.
do you
What
want in
kind
a
of a
movie?
name is Chance? Well, my mama took one. Come
Well,
on,
okay,
you
so-
can't tell
so-
me that's not poetic.
Oh,
Like, so
hang-
these guys are all supposed to be paying high dollars to kill these people, and none of them are good at killing people.
No.
That's why they have to pay money to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, if they were
Right.
good at it, they wouldn't have to pay money. They just
So-
go do it and become serial
you're
killers.
a villain. They want you to have someone do their dirty work. That makes a lot of sense. What's up, Handy Randy? Hi, Tom.
Hi,
I do like the fact, though, that there is no overriding super secret government wants to kill people spy plot. It's just a bunch of psychos that want to kill other people.
And they're
Yes.
out in the open
Simple.
about it. They just flaunt
Yeah.
it like they run the town. Like, oh, hey,
Yeah,
look, we can
and-
do this. It's all good.
There is a problem here, though, because they did no need to kill this guy. As soon as he jumped in the river, have you ever seen the Mississippi down there? It's pretty horrible. He would have died instantly in the river.
I got a
Are you
question about
guys-
that. Didn't he make it to the river? Didn't he
He
win?
did make it to the river.
He did.
I didn't understand that they were cheating when they killed him
You've
on the
got
river.
to
right?
imagine how bad is your luck that you survive all of that, and then the plank breaks as you're stepping.
Yeah, but he was in the
He
river.
was like
He was
Mick
in the
Foley
river.
in that shot. He was
It's like when
He
you're
made it to
wrestling.
the bank of the
Yeah,
river.
you
That's
know, when
Kurt
you
Russell.
put your hand on the the end of the ring, you know, on the ropes, they can't pin you there, right? I mean, it was like I'm like, wait, what's going on? I guess he can't really complain there. There's no there's no referees for this game, unfortunately, right?
Yeah, it's
All
right.
right,
I demand
before we-
I demand a recount.
All right, we got WG here for $10. Says Van Damme bitten by a rattlesnake. After 3 agonizing days, the snake died. That was like a Chuck Norris
That's a
joke.
Chuck Norris joke.
Thank
You
you,
turd.
WG.
I like
Appreciate
that. That's I
$10.
like that.
That's
That's
good,
very
though. I do
ironic
too.
doing that joke. I like that.
That's a callback, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
And
oh,
isn't there a
we'll be
snake
talking
in it?
about that.
There
We'll
is
be
a
talking about
snake.
that moment. Oh,
There is a
there's a
snake in it.
snake, but it's not on a plane.
Is it a trouser snake?
It loses.
Well, he bites
its
the head
rear
off
end.
of it, right?
He
He does.
loses its rear end.
He bites the rattler off of it.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
I'm calling it its rear end to make it sound gay. Jean-Claude Van Damme bit off a snake's rear end. So remember that headline, folks. Jean-Claude Van Damme bit off a snake's rear end. It
Then
sounds
he
better
did. He
that
was
way.
attempting to
He took
defenestrate
took-
it. Then
He
And
took
he
it from
liked it.
behind.
Van
it from
Damme
behind,
eats
Well, the
snake's
snake took it
ass.
from behind. The snake took it from behind. Think about it. He went right into that ass and just took a bite. You saw the blood marks on his face, spat it out. I was just like, wow, he straight up. Alex Jones would be jealous. He straight up ate that snake's ass. Anyway, we'll go.
Eat your ass. I will.
Dude, these dudes. I was like, okay, we got some guys. And now, once again, we're talking about how Bullock's the whole thing. I actually think this is absolutely awesome. The fact that he had Van Damme just being, well, pretty much a homeless guy who says, hey, I'm going to be the good Samaritan. I'm all down for that basic story. Sometimes, you don't need a jury. You just need a guy who says, you know what, I need help take care of the town. And that's what this is.
we've already got great villains, though. I mean,
Oh,
great
dude, the
actors,
villains are
great actors
outstanding in the
playing
movie.
great villains. Yeah.
What's his face from The Mummy?
Yeah.
I'm Hotep,
Arnold
yeah.
Arnold
Vosloo.
Yeah, Vasloo.
He's
when he had
brilliant in this.
hair. Oh, dude.
Yeah, and Lance.
He's a good
Lance Hendrickson.
villain. Yeah, dude. I hate both these sons of bitches. Like, and you're just like, they're the types of villains in a movie where they're so good, you're just like, why won't you just die already?
Yeah, it's at this
That's a
point.
good villain.
It's at this point that he realizes how shitty his luck in life is. As he's made it this far, and the plank breaks under him. Like, come on, give me a break. For fuck's sake, I made it. But yeah, the Vosloo is brilliant. He's really good.
And you had Sam Raimi, who was an executive producer, which I did not realize until my rewatches in the last week. I was like, how did I not notice that before? That should have been so obvious. And I was like, really? Of all the people, like, you don't really associate a straight up action movie with the Raimis. You don't at all, but he
Evil
had
Dead.
involvement in this thing too. Yeah, we think Evil Dead, obviously Spider-Man, but we don't think about Jean-Claude Van Damme action movie. So it makes you wonder, what did Sam Raimi actually do that was like, okay, what is
I'm trying
my
to find
contribution?
I'm trying to find it, Nick, but I'm pretty sure that the studio hired him to help because John Woo barely spoke English when he directed this film. It's his first English language film.
Like Wilford Brimley, really, then.
Yeah, right. So I think Raimi was brought in to advise and be able to take over if necessary, if John Woo couldn't communicate with the
Yeah, they were
crew
nervous
and
because
the-
that was his.
Hey, Mad, are you not meant to be watching a movie right now, Mad?
Jesus.
These comments.
See, look at the color of that water. That water is not clean.
Oh man, those comments. Those 3 comments in a row. That's the ultimate greatness. Lucky Snake. He took
And
one
this
from
is-
behind.
And this is pre-Katrina.
Pre-Katrina. Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I think some of the scenes are pretty realistic in terms of the amount of homeless bums lying around in the streets. It's probably back to that now as well, because he got cleaned up for a while, but it's probably back to that.
And that's another reason why I believe this story, because I've talked to homeless veterans, and they have a hard time, once they get past that life. Not many guys, even if they come out of it physically one piece, mentally, they're scattered. And for them to try to pick up the pieces of their lives, it's a weird thing for them. It's a really weird thing for them. Some end up in really bad ways. It's unfortunate. That's why I believe the situation, because once again, with Chance, he's trying to do anything to turn around his life.
Yeah,
he's trying to do anything. That's why also I believe these other guys, even though they know what they're doing is not ideal, they just want to hope that they could come on the other side. Like,
yeah,
okay,
but he's
I've
still
got
got money
this
for
now.
a mullet. I mean, he's got money to get a mullet. I mean,
Yeah, but look at that unshowered hair, man.
How
Look
much
at that
hair gel does
unshowered
the
hair.
man need?
this actress.
More.
I know this actress has been in a lot of stuff, but I couldn't help wondering when I was watching it how much different it would have been if Denise Richards had played the part. I could just see her in this part. Denise Richards.
This
I don't
girl's
know
pretty
why.
cute.
I
Oh no, I'm
agree.
not saying she's not
Denise
cute. I just
Richards is
you can picture
typecast for
that.
this type of role.
think
I agree.
Denise Richards would have been great in this.
I actually had to remind myself that it wasn't, because she was involved in a lot of movies around this time period
Mhm.
per se. So yeah, I'm with that 70s.
Yeah.
All right, we got 2 more here I want to acknowledge here. WG for $10 says, legend has it that Van Damme's enemies are still getting their asses whooped to this day. Oh, dude, facts.
And the
Facts,
ones that aren't dream of his scream.
Mm.
And we got our guy Action Com, hello sir, for $5. Thank you. Who wants to buy Aero Stealth compressed air dart gun? They don't make them anymore. One came up for auction at the Rock Island Armory.
It's pretty badass.
Wow. Man, I have to remind myself, especially being a comic guy, that I'm like watching, I'm like, remember that this is not Green Arrow. This is not Hawkeye. These are bad men with the staff in their hands striking arrows. And look at, dude, open bar. And this was at a time too. Like, I know I can already hear Matt saying, oh, she's being a dumb one, but people kind of like were talking about cash at this time where they would flaunt it. They had it. And she is that lady who has like the nice car and the cash. So
Yeah.
she is going to flaunt that stuff.
There
It's like,
are
okay,
restaurants that, or diners that look like that in New Orleans. I mean,
Oh, I bet.
that's a very. I don't know if it's a real place. It probably is, not a set. I mean, they do look like that. They're pretty rough, some of them, but they're good. Po' boys.
Yeah.
You get the po' boy. Po' boy.
I wonder how she got that car. It's like, man, she had it all. Straight up, man.
Yeah, are women allowed to drive
That's
in those
not
days?
that
were
ex-
they?
that's
Were
not
women
that
allowed to
expensive
drive?
a car, right?
It's sure it's not that expensive, but
It's a nice car,
still.
but
It's
you
got
know,
rust on it,
G28.
so she got it cheap.
Or maybe it was her dad's car that the dad gave to
Oh,
her.
could
Oh,
be.
inheritance. Yeah, that's true. Luckily, our boy here, it's almost like he knew when he set the mirror to like he saw those guys. He's just like, all right, I'm gonna act like I'm walking away, and then I'm gonna look like I'm not gonna do anything, and then I come right back. Dude, his delivery to these guys is great.
Yeah, he
You
knows
know,
their
like-
MO. That's why he left the place. He knew what they were going to do. They were going to follow her out, so he'd be out waiting. Yeah, he knew their MO. Yeah.
And dude, he whoops the shit out of these guys. It is, I as far as Van Damme like moves and just action moves in general, this has definitely got one of my more favorable intros. Just saying a lot because there's a lot of great. Now take your big stick
And
your boyfriend and find a busted cat. So I was like, damn, that line would not come out today because say a guy and a boyfriend in any bad light is problematic.
It's
So-
super toxic.
I like the fact that he pulls the coat up back to make.
Whoa!
And they're thinking he's got a weapon and he hasn't. It's his leg, which is a
Dude,
weapon. Of course.
You had now you're timing with those two shots, like the
Yeah.
crotch shot
Yeah.
and then the splitting. Oh
Yeah.
wow!
And there you can see that he actually wet himself when he was drunk a few nights ago.
But Van Damme, I mean, he's great. I mean, the martial. I mean, I don't know how good he is in real life, but he's obviously extremely talented, and it looks realistic.
He
I
sounds
mean, I know
really
he's
good.
won some. Yeah, I know he's won stuff. You know, that's the debate. Oh, it's just in movies, but of course,
No.
This is for a movie. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be,
Well,
not gritty. In a
Van
He
Damme
totally
used to
in
be a
this
great
movie
fighter.
alone makes
So,
up for all the roundhouse kicks we didn't get from Chuck Norris in some of his
Oh,
movies.
there's loads of them in here. Corey, you were going to say something.
Oh, I was just gonna say that Van Damme was actually a really good fighter back in the day when he was doing it professionally.
Well, you add him
Shows it
actually
here.
being a genuinely good fighter, and then Hollywood age of cocaine. What a great combination!
There's those horse tying up thingies you see in New Orleans. So you tie the horse up to them posts, whatever you would call
Hitching
them.
post.
Hitching post. Yeah, you get them in Red Dead Redemption 2.
I can
It's
feel the
underneath.
hit from that one guy who hit his head into that post. I still feel the hit from that one to this
Ouch, yeah.
day.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
just a damn.
Okay, so Van Damme fought from 77 to 82. Professional karate, actually, full contact karate, and he did 18 victories through 18 knockouts and 1 defeat.
Hmm.
pretty darn good.
like,
Yep.
he was actually decent.
Wow.
So
Chuck, you
good
better
shit.
watch
Muscles
out.
from Brussels.
Just saying, Chuck, you better watch out. I mean, Van Damme, all it takes is for him to say, you know what, I'm going to do this again. And I'll bet you, for some reason, Steven Seagal is very jealous he made this movie, even though Jean-Claude Van Damme doesn't really do anything. Seagal just vehemently hates him for no reason.
it's because he's
And
better.
just-
Van Damme is
Oh,
better
Van
than
Damme? Oh,
Seagal
he
in every
is.
way, shape, and form, and Seagal's a jealous bitch.
Yes.
He really is,
So-
dude. And
So this
Van
Half
Damme's-
Moon is a real place. I think there is a Half Moon bar and
Ooh.
restaurant. It's certainly
Well,
a lot
this-
smarter looking than it was there, but I think it's a real place.
See,
This scene
now
is
if
tough
Rocky
here,
and
sorry.
Apollo
Ouch,
were in this
ouch, ouch.
movie, they would have run to a restaurant called the Full Moon.
Oh,
Snap.
ouch.
Yeah, buddy.
It's not
I
right.
loved it when
Not
you
in
did
any
that.
checks anytime soon.
Yeah.
Oh, I still feel that too. Oh,
Yeah.
and they're showing it too. Look at this.
Yeah, that's why I clipped it. Yeah.
Well done, Mark. I can feel the uneasiness from
The
the
snap. I should have added a snap in there, but yeah. But I was just reading, before Kurt Russell was considered for the role,
Mhm.
and then Wu,
Yeah.
because Van Damme is such a great martial artist, they added much more of the stunts and the karate and obviously amazing roundhouse kicks that we just saw. So what I was trying to say before is, yeah, some of this stuff, people would say, oh, these are just Hollywood fights, but you want that in a movie like this, right? You want that fantasy.
Yeah.
You want to see that, but you need someone who's incredibly skilled, plus the stunt people to pull it off and to make it. It looks fantastic. I mean, it looks great.
Yeah, and that's
so much
that's
fun.
because, especially back then, a lot of people didn't realize. I would say probably more so today than back then, actually. That if you don't script the fight, people get hurt, and then you don't have a Van Damme acting anymore. You don't have all the giant Korean guy that he fights in every movie. You don't have him anymore because they don't actually hold back and they hurt themselves in stupid ways.
Yep.
So, you have to choreograph it. And back then, you could tell when it was choreographed a lot of the time because it was like, okay, Van Damme's foot missed that guy's face by like 9 inches, but it was cool anyway.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think I told this. I think I told this story about Chuck Norris. He once was supposed to do a fight scene with David, the guy who starred in Kung Fu. David Carradine. And Carradine really did know Kung Fu, but only full contact. They had this whole choreographed fight for Carradine and Norris to do. And Chuck, after about 10 seconds, backed up, put his hands up and turned to the director and the fight choreographer and said, "We need to talk." And the director said, "Cut." He went over and he said, "He is trying to take my head off with every kick and punch, and all I can do is defend because I don't think he knows how to do stunt punches or kicks or light contact. So I'm just telling you right now, for the duration of this fight, I'm going to be doing my level best not to get put in the hospital. That's all I can do." So they do need to choreograph it because, if one person lands one of these actual kicks, you put somebody in the hospital.
Well, yeah. And people don't often think of like someone from France actually being skilled at a fighting style of any kind, let alone full contact karate. But like Van Damme's kicks, like I guarantee you when he was younger, he started learning sabot at some point.
Or sabate.
And anyone who doesn't understand what that is, their kicks can rupture organs. They have illegal kicks in full contact sports over there because it literally ruptures livers, spleens. It'll rupture stomachs. They kick like a fucking Muay Thai madman over there, and like the Sabot people, like insane. There's a perfect one. Nice.
It was a great starring role.
All right, we're just gonna call Yancey Butler discount Denise Richards from here on out because now that 70s like mention it, yeah, it's just like
I could not help but see her in this.
Richards.
Yeah,
it's discount Richards.
Discount Denise Richards. Yeah,
she was
she's gonna go Witchblade on your ass if you're not careful.
Witchblade, that's right. She was in
what
Witchblade.
She was in. Oh,
Witchblade.
I rewatched Kick-Ass recently. She's Mark Strong's wife in the movie. No, she's very talented. But at this time, when Denise Richards was a big name, it was discount Richards. But yeah, obviously she went on to have a legacy.
Well, Denise Richards is the world's foremost nuclear scientist.
She is. Yes.
Yeah.
Are you talking like
Christmas
Jennifer
Jones?
Lawrence?
And because of all that radiation
in the Bond movie,
that's why she has to wear that really skimpy T-shirt because of the radiation threat. You see.
Yeah.
It's protection or not. I don't know. But anyway.
No.
That's why she's got extremely prominent nipples later in that movie. It's the radiation.
One thing we didn't bring up during the fight scene is the guy that Van Damme kicks off of the hood of the car is actually his stunt double. Mark Stefanich, which is why they have the similar hairstyle, which they didn't even bother to try to hide for whatever reason.
It's like kicking a mirror.
Good catch.
And that's Mark Stefanich, and he is a retired SEAL Team 6.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, so he's the real deal.
That's a genuine badass.
Yes.
Okay. I have noted this is no contest. Of course, it's his wet mullet. You're talking about Toxic Tuesday's panel here. Of course, it's going to be the wet mullet. Over here on the show, it's about the men, and it's about things that are wet. Wet fighting, wet swimming. It's all wet sports. It's all about wetness here.
But that's, you can see what John Woo's doing here. He's got the wetness and then he's got the fire later. It's a
oh yeah,
combination
he's
of
balancing.
both.
Yeah,
He's
doing
doing
fire
both
and ice.
fire and ice.
Yeah. Oh, this poor guy.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's the mummy. I mean,
Arnold.
I'm hooked
Arnold.
up. He's
Yeah.
had actually, you know, even though the mummy movies are very fun type of movies and not like overly serious, and we're talking about him being a great villain, he actually, even though he's not the biggest guy, he's very like intimidating looking when he had
He
that
is.
stare.
Yeah.
You're like, damn,
I love
dude,
the
you're
fact
not
as
a
well. I love the fact his surname is Van Cleef in it, which is just
Yeah,
I
Cleef.
don't know if it's a nod to Lee Van Cleef, but
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
That's great. That's good.
There's
I
a
like
lot
that.
of great names in this movie. You have Emil Foucault, Peek Van Cleef, Chance Boudreaux, Binder, Roper. I was like, man, who came up with
Yeah.
these names for this movie? with all
Uncle
the names?
Doovie.
Yeah, Doobie.
Uncle Doovie.
Are those supposed to be like names in the South? I don't know. I don't know like South names.
Well, Boudreaux
I don't know how
is.
that works.
Boudreaux is a French Canadian thing. Well, Cajun too. Boudreaux.
Well, you know, if you don't know what Boudreaux is spelled like, you go, I'm like, hold on, Van Damme doesn't look or sound Hispanic. Are they trying to say it sound like Poutro or something like that? Like,
Well, luckily for him being Belgian, and I don't know if he's French-speaking Belgian, he kind of half gets away with it then because he has got a kind of a French-sounding accent, you know, a little bit.
my
So he
name
can
is
get
Lee
away
Van-
with it.
I'm not a ninja, but I play one on TV. Oh yeah, this dude. These guys. I actually thought he was gonna die right here. I was actually shocked that they let him live. I remember.
I know. I was thinking he's done for. Yeah.
But they need him to, you know, keep the movie going because he's got to be like, hey, it was this guy. But talk about these dudes. What made them effective? Not just killing people, but not only picking up on things quickly and covering their tracks just as quickly as they pick up that, oh crap, someone's on us. Because they thought this dude was like, oh hey, look, guy we just killed, he has no family. Turns out they were wrong, and he did. Now, yeah, it takes a lot to be a good villain because you have to like be a planner and sadistic, and these guys are clearly doing just that. We got another client. Dude,
I like the
he
story
lost his-
about how this actor got hired. His name's Elliot Keener, and the producers told the casting director, "Find the most untrustworthy-looking guy you can find."
It worked.
This guy.
It worked.
I don't know how he felt about that, but there you go.
Now, what was I gotta ask about Van Cleef when he said that he would be steak. What part of him would be steak?
Rump steak, I guess. There's a large rump.
Yeah.
I was just like, what does he want to eat him?
He's
like,
gonna get his.
that's
He's gonna get his.
that's like-
I
10
mean,
pounds
it's
of flesh.
organic. It's all organic.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah. I'm just saying. I mean, maybe Van Cleef was secretly in the closet, and you know he needed a man to eat. He's a man eater. I just was like,
Or is it a
Dude,
Hall
why-
Notes song? Is a Hall Notes hit? He's a man eater. She only comes out at night. Lean and hungry time. Sorry.
no,
Don't
no,
get me
you're
started
good,
in Hall Notes because I'll sing Private Eyes next. But,
man. Is that
so
is that.
watching you.
The dog tag. Oh yeah, the uncovering of the dog tag. That's what I mean. Once again, where he has to, they pick up on the tracks quickly. Hold on, I realized we skipped over when Discount Richards went to the police office, and she went to go talk to the lady at the office during that strike going
With the
on
cake.
with the police.
With the cake.
There was the
Yeah,
cake
why'd you
in
put the cake in
frickin'
the drawer with the
Dude, why didn't you just blow the
She's so
candle out?
lucky that department did not blow up, because that, if I had tried that, I'd lose my entire damn place in 5 minutes, man.
Everything in this movie blew up, so
Yeah.
But
except the
except
you didn't need
that-
incendiary anything, just blew up.
I mean, let's face it, that cop was cursed. She has a terrible birthday, and then look what happens to her later on. I mean, she was just
That's
not.
true.
She's lonely, has a terrible birthday, and then, I mean, what a horrible way for a character to go. You know, just
Okay.
This Count Denise Richards was kind of a cunt to her too. Like
she was.
You know, she had the birthday cake, a candle. She's not even like happy birthday. She's like, help me find my dad. How rude!
Can you search for my dad amongst the 10,000 missing people that are in this city, or homeless people?
Hold up. Van Cleef is not the only guy who's got a like gay thing going. These guys do too. They are all about using chokers for
They're
Van
choking.
Damme.
They've got a gag there. There's a gag on it. It's
Yeah, we
yeah,
got a
yeah.
gag or two. Oh,
Yep.
man, these guys. Why did they just like confess their love to him? Seriously, I'm sure he would have been like, listen.
Explain this to me. So I thought they wanted to chase after Van Damme, but then like they went out and told him to get lost. Is that so they wouldn't chase after him? Or I mean, I'm trying to figure.
I got
They want him off the
too.
case. They want him off the case there, I think. So initially
Yes.
they thought they could just scare him away. And I got to say, why is she wearing a Star Trek uniform in this movie too? Which looks like
Discount
you covered
Richard?
her
Richard?
there. Yeah,
Not that I'm
wearing-
minding.
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? But it does not look like she's got a Star Trek.
She doesn't
shirt
even
on
die. And
with
she's
the
wearing
black and the
shirt.
red. Yeah.
How do you
Just
feel
like
about
she's-
this red shirt of her being a red shirt?
I think it's a bad. I think it's a bad cosplay.
You think it's a bad cosplay?
Come on, she looks pretty good in that. I could picture her in Star
He's
Trek.
looking for
Yeah.
somebody to beam her up.
Anyway, you know where that's where my mind is at. Of course, I'm always thinking Star Trek, but
Hey. The goons are ball. Oh, see, now you're making
Yeah.
sense. These guys are all, they're not only sexually jealous of him, they don't got the ass. They're mad that they can't do the splits like he can. But he's got that luscious hair. Well, a lot of them are either bald or balding really badly, embarrassingly. That makes sense. Okay, yep, I get it now. Life is making sense now. But yes, they were trying to scare because they didn't realize how formidable it was. They knew like, okay, this guy could do some stuff, but they didn't realize how dominant he was. So they thought this would work the first time, especially since it was at a crime scene too. This wasn't like in private, where the way Discount Richards' dad got killed, they could do it on the area at night where no one's around. That was a more in the day public area. So of course that played out the way it did. It actually does make sense when you think about it, why they didn't try to kill him. It does make sense. I don't feel like, I know people could try to interpret that as like plot armor because he's the main character. I don't see that just because.
Well, to a certain
makes
extent,
sense.
they are interested in covering things up rather than just
Yeah,
killing
if
it.
you
More
if
deaths
you
means
kill
more
the guy
attention.
if you kill the guy at a crime scene, that adds to the crime scene.
Yeah,
It makes
more
you
deaths, more
suspicious.
attention. Yeah,
Yeah, so that makes once again. Thank you, Sonny. Now we're
because they are trying to
sense.
keep things covered up as well, not just slaughter.
Yeah,
everybody in
that's
sight,
why
you
they
know.
were so mad when they found out that what's his face had Father Binder had family, because they didn't want this to get out. They thought, we thought he had nobody. That's why they're so mad that they cut the dude's damn the little lobe of his ear there. WG here, man. WG, you are generous tonight.
Oh, by the-
Says for $10, thank you, sir. Scorpion stats in Mortal Kombat are so overblown it allows them to do impossible moves that ruin the realism of the game. Wait, what? Hang on. Just told what I am seeing is actual Van Damme footage.
Well played.
I can see how you can make the mistake. I
Good
can
one.
see how you can make the mistake.
Oh, that was.
We got that-
Thank you, WG. Go ahead, Red Shirt.
Yeah. I just wanted to mention. I've read that the ear cutting scene was John Woo's homage to Reservoir Dogs, which is another Dr.
Right.
Tuesday movie.
Okay.
he
Yeah.
did.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
There are a lot of those in here, apparently, although I'm not familiar with John Woo's martial arts films. But apparently there's a ton of member berries for his films in this film.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
All right. So
Yeah, I
Matt
mean,
Chico here.
I'm pretty
Handy
familiar
Randy.
with some of them, but I didn't. I wouldn't know the member berries. I mean, Stephen might know.
He won't
Yeah,
admit,
spoilers.
but he's Handy Randy. Mad Cheesemo for $10 says, I'm just getting home from the screening of Neil Breen's latest masterpiece. Is it too late? Has there been a dove sighting? That crazy chick puts a cake in a freaking desk. LOL. I love this movie. Well, Mad, you are welcome to come whenever you want. I'm serious too. All right. I do want you to come.
We have to keep that on the screen with that super chat there.
And Bull Rush here, welcome to the show. Bull Rush 4570 for 556 says this is the best homoerotic documentary ever. You must be new around here, Bull Rush. Welcome to Toxic Tuesday first. B, you need to watch our back catalog of Rocky 3 and Showdown in Little Tokyo. But there's definitely some this one definitely wins in terms of subtlety. Whereas Showdown and Rocky 3 are very in your face about it.
I think, Nick, that Bull Rush is missing the point that this show is the most homoerotic show on YouTube.
Can you bring that back up real quick? No, you want to get homoerotic, you need to bring that shit back up real quick, okay? Because the profile picture that he has there looks like George the Giant Slayer posing for GQ or some shit. Okay, not Mad Cheesemo. Fuck that guy.
Okay, so where's this
super chat?
No, I'm trying to see where this.
Kill me.
I'm trying to see where this moment you're talking about is, Corey. Tell your boyfriend back. Let's see. He's always about those boyfriends. You see, no one has girlfriends in this. No one has girlfriends in this. Like the closest thing. But that's kind of. That's even a kind of. It's not even like a full-on relationship. He's kind of doing a job.
It's kind of more like a Big Brother thing.
Yeah, it's more like a Big Brother. I
just one of the few movies where he doesn't stick it in the leading lady.
No,
because he just stuck it in one of the guys there. That's why he was the.
That's right. I forgot.
Is he pan martial arts sexual? I don't know. Pan roundhouse.
And Mummy Villain stuck it in this guy's eye. Like and he did it with like he didn't go he said nope, no glory hole for you, and just shot his eye. I was like, wow.
Legend says that Van Damme's roundhouse kick can end gender confusion.
And did anybody pick up on the fact that the police detective gives the guy she suspects of being crooked all of the evidence for him to
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
I caught you, but here's the stuff.
Yeah, here's all of my evidence against you. Have fun.
Right.
Well, this was at a time where that stuff wasn't as suspectable of the whole everyone's in on it together. Nowadays, that would be the biggest, like, okay, with what we've seen in the world, I'm not buying this scene. Granted, I could say more of those current events were probably happening then. The difference then was we weren't as aware of this type of stuff, especially with the internet. These guys were able to just do it so on the open like this. And, well, we didn't have phones, cameras on us to document all these things, cameras everywhere, endless surveillance. So that's my defense of why we could see him turning into a dog tag and not really being a big fuss, even though it's handing over the evidence. I could see why someone thinks so in the modern sense.
Well, maybe she doesn't know he's corrupt.
Sorry.
No, I was gonna say maybe she doesn't know he's corrupt. Or New Orleans is just famous for
New Orleans.
Joking before.
You know, yeah, absolutely.
They
Chicago, but it's pretty bad.
You don't say it like that. You don't say New Orleans like that.
No, New Orleans.
Nolans.
Clobber Times told me that's not how you say it. So
I don't know who
they
that
don't
is.
say it down there like that. Yeah.
Hi, man.
No, Clobby.
I say the way I say it.
Hey, man.
Hey,
say whatever you want, but I was corrected by the people that live down there. So,
is that the ones that speak like they're from Brooklyn? There's a whole collection of them in just one area that speak like they're from Brooklyn.
Never been to that area.
Yeah, it's true. There's a documentary about it. It's weird. The weirdest thing.
Is there any defenestration in there? Any defenestration?
Yeah, you go again with that term.
Yes.
I probably learned mine from Gambit on X-Men.
Would you defenestrating?
What?
Nothing. You weren't here, Mad. You're watching your
Man,
your
how was the
Neil
movie?
Breen. Oh
how
my
was
gosh.
the movie? Was it
How was
the
Barbie?
best yet? Was it the best one yet?
It's my favorite. It's the worst one he's done, but it's my favorite. And watching it with an audience was an experience I haven't had yet, because you could hear people breaking at different points because something would happen and people were like, "Wait, what the fuck?"
Psychotic break. Yeah.
It was great. I enjoyed the hell out of
Did
that
they
movie.
give it
Don't
a
watch it
stand-
alone.
Did
It's
they give
not.
it a round of applause at the end? A
Yeah,
standing
you had. Oh yeah. No, they clapped multiple times.
Hmm.
Yeah, there was a lot of moments.
That's-
And by
There
they, he
was-
means him and the one other person that were actually in the theater.
Are
Yeah.
you kidding me? Do you know how popular this thing is, dude? He has screenings all over the world with thousands of people showing up.
Yeah, I'm sure
It was
he
just
does,
Mad
bro.
and Handy Randy that were there together, sitting next to each
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. And
Anyway,
Randy
yeah, the movie was great. Where are we at in this? So the Dove has already pointed out the dog tags to help JCVD solve the crime.
We're seeing Roper play the game per se about, hey, if you can cross through to the river, you get the 10K,
Yeah.
or otherwise you're kind of screwed. And 5-minute head start and all, and man, look at those eyes.
Man, the optics that dude had on that fucking rifle is absurd.
No, what
I was thinking, isn't 10K a little light?
Yeah, 10K is
Yeah,
a little
10K is
light,
not
I
that
think.
much.
I was
yeah.
like, I don't care how homeless I am. 10K to run for my life is not,
Even then,
not enough.
wasn't enough. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think
it's
they
like
tell you that you're going to be hunted by a guy that has some type of arrow rifle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were all about the arrow.
Well, he
rifles
didn't
and this
actually
thing.
mention anything about the possibility of being killed, did he?
I think that they leave that for a
No,
surprise.
But they made
Yeah.
it real clear.
Did they?
I'm sorry?
I thought they just said they were
made
going
it
to chase
real
him.
clear.
Yeah, I mean,
Surprise tool that'll help us later, huh?
by the way, I did not know that all the cops were on strike, and that's why there's none anywhere until I was doing the edit when I did it for Movies with Matt. I'm like, wait a minute, the cops are on strike? I never
Yeah,
heard that.
Yes. That's why they're here for a while. The cops are on strike.
This is
They'll
the
move
last
on
hunt,
when they come back.
said. It's the last one, yeah. I think the city would be a flaming ruin by now. If that be
It would
No, it would
be.
be $21,000 today.
Yeah.
So that's still not a lot. I'm not running for my life for 21K. I'm sorry.
This-
Like Austin Powers when he goes to blackmail everyone. He's like, I want $1 million.
I would do it differently. I'd say make Dustin run for his life, and if he wins, I
There's
get the
Ted
21K.
Raimi.
There's
I ain't
Raimi.
running
Yep.
for shit.
Ted Raimi. This Ted Raimi scene is great because he's just like, hey, come on. He don't got no change.
I love how
That's
nobody gives a
Jockster.
shit.
Jockster.
Well,
from,
that
Xena.
makes sense in cities. Like people like that. People try to avoid guys like these, no matter how
Yeah.
genuinely desperate or
This-
fake desperate they look. They see it as, oh no, another guy wants money from me. So there's that city living stigma. I would know as someone who lived
This
in
is
Chicago and saw
this has to be
all the
taking
time.
place in the non-Mardi Gras time of the year because these streets are almost empty
Yeah,
compared to
That's
what
far
you
too
normally
quiet.
see.
Far too quiet.
And they're not paved either.
Yeah,
This
thankfully
was
there
long
weren't too many
before
topless.
Is
This
there
is
a
long before.
projects of Nolan's?
No,
Because-
that's like
Yeah, it's
bourbon.
called
That's
New
bourbon
Orleans.
street.
No. There are neighborhoods. There are neighborhoods off Bourbon Street that are pretty rough.
Oh, you
Yes.
don't want to
Yeah.
go above, what is it, 10th Street or something? You just don't want to go above
Yeah,
that.
just stay in
wherever
Bourbon
Master
Street,
P
basically.
lived, that's where I
Any-
wouldn't want to be.
Yeah, anywhere
Well,
outskirts of Jackson is
Yes,
not Jackson County.
I asked because
Parish.
of
Yeah.
Marie
Yeah.
Mitchell. If you remember when her unfortunate demise is not far from now happens. If you remember, right here, or here's our bozo right here. There's no one besides a few parked cars. You're thinking, wow, now one person walks on the street. Is this area like a super ghetto? That's why I was wondering if this area is considered like the projects of New
There's
Orleans,
some,
because
there's some
no
really
one's
bad
out
no-go
here.
areas. Yeah.
That's what I
we
mean.
went
This has
down
to
there
be
for-
super ghetto.
Well, the whole
No,
ninth-
that's why. No, it's a tourist spot. That's why there was all those white people out there. Are you kidding?
Hmm.
Well, that was
He-
a different street. I don't
Did
think
the
those
street
are
he
the
just got
same
killed on?
streets. I don't
Yeah,
think
well,
those are the same streets.
Actually, if you really want to watch a good show about New Orleans, watch Treme. That was pretty good about Nolans. It did show you a lot of areas that you wouldn't normally see.
Well, it gets pretty rough if you go, just off Bourbon
This
Street, or
shot.
I
Yeah,
remember
you
we were down there for a trade show, and we booked 2 hotels. We weren't sure about the area. This is before the internet.
Mhm.
I'm like, the first hotel, I'm like, this one's all covered in barbed wire and razor fencing.
And
I
that
don't
was a
think
good
we're going
one.
to stay in this one.
That
We're
was the
gonna
nice
go
one.
to the other one. The other.
I used to work
the hotel
there.
didn't look
Yeah.
bad, but
I used to
it
work
was
there a
like
lot.
surrounded. So
I got to know
yeah, it
it
was-
pretty well when I worked there. It was, there was some dodgy
Oh,
areas, some great
This
areas
scene,
too.
dude. He fires so many rounds compared to how many his weapons can hold. I loved. I don't know if y'all covered it, but when we first see JCVD, there's a great reveal of just soaking him up with the camera, you know. And then when he goes to fight, he reveals his leg like he's like he's the shootist, you know, like
well,
he's
I mentioned that
revealing
earlier.
his
Yeah,
six-shooter.
he pulls the shirt jacket back like he's going to reveal
Yeah,
a weapon.
it
The weapon
kicks
is
him.
his leg. But actually,
It's
yeah,
just his leg, yeah.
what we don't see here is that JC has the ability to switch into slow mo when required in this movie. Every so often he'll just go into slow mo.
Well,
Just for a second or two.
the movie does a slow because they're like,
Hold on, Nick. Did you think he was being serious? You're like,
I
no,
wasn't being
70s.
serious.
That's not JCVD. He doesn't control slow mo.
I know he does.
It's so powerful,
I'm
it
just
can go into
demonstrating
slow-mo.
Was this a
demonstrating
John
the
Woo movie?
It was a John Woo.
Oh,
Yeah,
it has
it
some of the
Slow
best
motion in a
wooisms.
John Woo movie?
Yeah, it has some of
No,
all the great wooisms.
Slow motion and explosions in a John Woo movie never heard of before.
This was
never
this was
done it.
groundbreaking
Yeah.
works for
Groundbreaking work for him.
I tell you what, those eyebrows, boy, God.
This
Why didn't you
detective, I gotta
love
say though,
them?
she turns out to be a badass
They're
here,
rough.
despite her birthday cake, but
Mm.
in the desk. But
No, she
she
does
goes
have
down-
a noble
she goes
death.
down
She
fighting,
does have
yeah.
a noble death. Yeah, she does.
she's not
It-
just a
it-
bureaucrat.
Mad's point about the bullets. So yeah, later on in the fight at the end, you do see him reloading, but in the last shots, he must fire about 50 shots out of each pistol. At the end.
If only she
Yeah.
said to discount Richards right before she died, you still never thank me, bitch. That would have been funny.
I love how JCVD here, he's like, well, she's dead. We have to leave her here. We have to go. I'm from New Orleans. You can tell by my accent.
I am from New Orleans.
It's 100% accurate.
So he was from Argentina, is what you're saying.
Oh man, I don't want to give it away because we're not there yet. But there's somebody that comes. What the fuck? There's somebody that comes into this movie whose accent is bananas.
Yeah.
Oh, I
No,
know.
not
I could
Wilford
smell them.
Brimley. Wilford Brimley.
Oh, his
Oh,
accent
no,
is
no,
bananas.
I'm Cajun. I'm real Cajun.
It's almost as good as Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
In what?
When he was doing oh god,
Robin Hood?
Robin Hood. Yeah.
His accent was perfect. Are you kidding me?
Are you here?
Yeah, he
hearing
had
impaired?
that South London accent. You know, it sounds a lot like California.
Sounds like California.
Uh-huh.
People get those mixed up all the time.
All the time.
That I know I gotta watch that movie and I'll appreciate it a lot more than knowing that. Thank you for pointing that
Yeah,
out.
of course, of course. I mean,
Boy.
historically, it was accurate.
I could already.
What?
Oh, that's a good still. That's a great still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
get
action in this
off
movie is
the
awesome,
car.
despite the accents. Yeah.
Dude, he's got Van Damme's got great sliding technique. He's the way he slides through cars, the way he just
yeah,
slides everywhere he goes. He knows
That's a
how to
weird
move
thing.
them, man. He knows
What-
how to move them.
What's crazy though is you're taking Jean-Claude Van Damme and you're putting him in a movie because he's known for kicks and fighting and shit like that. And then John Woo's like, no, I'm gonna have you shoot guns the whole movie.
Lots of guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll
But
give you one
see,
round.
Matt,
You're good.
You missed our discussion earlier. We were talking about how he made with the amount of roundhouse kicks he does in this movie makes up the amount that Chuck Norris didn't do. Was it 70s or Dustin who said that?
So
I
Dustin
can't
might
remember.
have said it. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, Jean-Claude Van Damme does have a signature move in this movie. He shoots them 10 times and then he roundhouse kicks them in the head.
Well,
Yeah.
None of the bullets
dead,
kill him.
yeah.
It's the roundhouse that
Dead,
kills him.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
he actually roundhouse kicks the bullet towards them as it's flying.
normally there's a few expectations you have going into a JCVD movie, right? One, you're gonna see those sweet baby smooth buns. We do not. He is clothed the entire movie. I don't know
We
what
talked
John
about
Woo was
this
thinking.
earlier.
It's
We
so
discussed this
disappointing.
earlier. We
So
talked about
is
this.
that why it
You
loses
do-
points?
You do get some wide shots though. Like you do get to see him do some open splits on the
So
open. So
disappointing.
Yeah, but he didn't
Does
do it in
this-
his tidy whities.
true. You need the full man, John.
And we didn't get a split in the tidy whities either.
No.
Right?
And, all right, I think it's safe to say. I mean, if any of you guys wanted to, inject, but I'd say he's definitely wearing action jeans comparable.
Yeah.
to
Those
Just,
are Brom
got,
jeans.
just to make up for it, Mad, I've got a picture I'm going to share for you. This is for you.
this wet fight
This is
here.
for you. The
Oh
wet
yeah,
fight.
that's from Cyborg, right?
Yeah.
Or no, is it Cyborg?
There you go.
Yeah,
Cyborg, yeah.
sorry, it's hard to tell.
This
He's
is
been in a lot of
just for
fights in the
you.
rain,
He's so
shirtless. So
the wet fight in Cyborg. Yeah.
I almost thought it was the one where he went to prison. What was that one? Death
You could
Warrant.
blend them into
Death
each other.
Warrant, yeah.
really.
Oh, there's so many,
This
dude.
one, Cyborg should have just been called.
See, he was
Definitely
in,
Cyborg was the wrong title.
when those jeans shrank the next day and when they dried, he was in terrible pain.
And also, there was never a training montage to teach them how to do the splits.
Yeah.
Usually, that's what we get in the movies. Somebody
Dude,
right.
you're
gets-
going into this knowing it's Jean-Claude Van Damme.
This is a nice shot. There's such great
Yeah.
stunts in this. It's in fight
I don't
That
scenes.
kick was awesome.
Yeah,
Mhm.
this is a good,
No.
good super chat here.
WG for $10. Thank you, sir. Says SJW yells at Nick, Van Damme is a violent misogynist pig. Nick replies, no need to promote him to me. I already love his movies. That's
But-
what I say.
that's actually one thing I love about that. I know I heard you guys kind of
Thank
talking
you,
about
WG.
it when I came on, was that he has no interest. He is asexual in this. He does not give a fuck about this chick.
I
You know what I mean?
See,
Mm.
thank
Well,
you.
that's
Like a
because
secret
they
It's
cut
a
all
big
that out.
brother. It's a big
Okay.
brother role.
I have a theory about that, and it's because her boobs are too small, so he wanted
Yeah.
that portion written out. He's like,
Exactly.
no,
She wants him.
the bumps the ugliest with this lady in this movie.
Because he was imagining Denise Richards.
There are so many times where she slid off the seat of her car when she saw him, because she is horny for him and he don't give a fuck.
I think
The
he
only
had the
thing
hot.
that Van Damme only gets it on with a snake in this movie. That's it.
You do
It's only
realize
thing
that,
he gets
that,
there.
that
You
you,
missed
That's my
that
favorite scene.
combo.
you
You
do
missed that combo,
realize
Matt.
Wilford
Oh, you already talked about it?
Brimley-
It's not even up yet.
Oh no, we'll talk about it again. But
Oh my god, that's my favorite
that's
fucking
The
moment.
because-
comments about the snake was hilarious.
It's because Van Damme was in love with Wilford Brimley, for God's sake.
That's his uncle.
So this is the deep south.
dude. Oh,
Sorry, Dave Bob, who's in the chat.
Oh,
I didn't mean
WG,
to malign
that's hilarious.
Louisiana, but
speed bags. Which,
This is insane, man.
It's
On this
insane.
motorcycle,
This is
everything
awesome.
they do on this fucking bike is
This is a great stunt.
crazy.
I love it.
They reused
Is
this
that
in
an
Mission
MP5
Impossible
he's shooting,
2.
Mads, or
Yeah, it looked like it from here.
MP5?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
dude,
And what's the
he
shotgun?
had-
The Remington 870, you think? Or I was trying to.
I don't know. I didn't get a good look at it, but yeah.
Either that or a Marlin.
dude.
No, it wasn't a fish. It was definitely a shotgun. I think.
Ha 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 ha.
I think you got
It was
that.
either a Remington or a Mossberg.
He would kill way more people with.
Look
this-
at these
the Marlin
boxes. These
fish
empty
and a shotgun.
boxes. That's not John Claude Van Damme.
No.
No shit.
Can you go back one?
Bro, on that,
No,
bro.
I know that was
Damn.
Lance Henriksen. I think was that. Go back.
Go, go back. Yeah. Yep.
You back that up, you're gonna see this guy.
I
had,
shall
like,
back up. Yep.
The stuntman had a perm day before.
Right there.
Yeah, stuntman had a perm day before. Watch this.
Nice. There you go.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, oh, man.
I mean, the hairlines aren't even close to being the same.
Right?
Yeah,
no,
yeah, right.
right.
No.
That guy looks. The stuntman right there reminds me of the guy that played in Justified as the main bad guy. in the
Oh,
first-
Goggins.
yeah.
Walter Goggins. Walton Goggins.
Walton
Yeah.
Goggins, yeah.
The guy that has every tooth possible.
Yeah, and then some. He had
Yeah.
extras put in, bro. Like,
Well, not
You know what? I thought about that when he went to go like do like that seance. I was like, did he like have his ass in your face? He's like, yes, I don't care. So much I'm gonna rub it in with my ass in your face. I was like, wow, that's very asexual of him. Very.
This is insane. All these empty boxes they got stacked up here. It's perfect.
Stewart storage.
Yeah.
And he leveled him right in the crotch. Oh,
Look at her eyes.
Speaking of Bruce Lombardo, Mr. Bruce says Bruce of Dick's Division for $10. You guys in the tens tonight. Super chat apology. This movie is a classic, and this JCVD is the only acceptable mold for 2023. Well, thank you, Bruce.
I
and
agree.
no apology needed, sir. But we're next week. We're talking Lionheart. So if you want,
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah, we're doing
I
Lionheart
love
next
Lionheart.
week. So back to back Van Damme.
Lionheart's so good, dude.
Please come back, man. We missed you on here, but yeah, this is one of the best scenes in this by far and large. Seeing him like stand on the motorcycle, I was like, damn.
And then she disappears, and then she's there, and then she's not there.
Yeah, because she was gonna get blown the fuck up where she was standing.
Right.
She should. It was all look at the tenseness,
determination.
Oh,
I'd save her.
As long as she agrees to thread those eyebrows of hers, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think she could braid them.
He actually did save her life for real. During this portion of the film, there was a stunt that went wrong, and she almost got hit by one of the motorcycles, and Van Damme pulled her out of the way.
Oh,
Like
so
this
she had to
time.
have sex with him after that.
Yeah.
Out of
but
respect.
not on camera.
I mean,
How the hell did they do this stunt? I mean, it looks great with.
I agree.
Is that
Keely
stunt
Chow.
double there, or is that really Van Damme on that motorcycle like that? I mean,
Part of it is him, and part of it is the double. Like right there, that's the double.
Yeah,
Well,
That's
yeah.
the double. Yeah, look at the way that
And
guy's perm is compared to Van Damme.
I mean, you can see that it's a wig, and it's
I got bad eyes, but I mean, it's just a great. I mean, the way they cut it, though.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
it
it's
looks
good.
pretty damn good. I got to say. So
Action
pre
James.
CGI.
Action Jane standing on top of a motorcycle with a mullet. Like,
speaking of CGI.
you can't get any more freaking like. Yes, and Street Fighter is dumb fun. I agree.
It is fun. I don't know what was so dumb about it. It made sense.
I loved that movie. I don't care what anybody says.
I'm gonna kick his ass so hard. Man. On Street Fighter, I love how when you see the tattoo of American flag on his arm, and how is he the most American with that accent? It's beautiful.
Right?
Sometimes it do be like that.
Does he land on
Almost.
his
It's
fucking
not gonna
feet?
land.
Oh,
And he could have been in the Olympics with that gymnastic ability too. I mean, right?
Yeah.
He does like a quick roll, and he gets up, and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to
He
shoot."
teacups, and he
And-
teacups the handgun.
Yeah, he just shoots away. Yeah.
yeah, he shoots the gas tank, Avi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that always makes it blow up.
Yeah, bro.
9 millis,
Blows,
known to make
always
cars blow
blows up.
Hey,
If it hits,
Now
You have the biggest dick I've ever seen on a man. You have the biggest dick I've ever seen on a man.
wow.
yeah.
Now that we have Teslas and electric cars that burn for 4 days, we could actually achieve exploding cars with 9mm.
Oh, you're
Probably.
right, because they're
Yeah.
electric.
They were just
Yeah.
predicting the future. They just didn't realize it wasn't gasoline.
So this is when they jump down onto the train. First of all, that's insane. They lucked out that they hit the soft car on the train.
Right?
But
Yeah, like, what are the chances? Yeah.
there's this. Every once in a while in the movie, they have these Native American sounds like some flutes or some shit and like rat. You know what I mean? Or like an eagle.
Yeah.
And it happens right when what's his name decides not to shoot at them. When they're up on the overpass looking down at the train, he does it. And we were talking about, like, was that a spirit telling him not to
Yeah,
shoot?
it's his dad. That's the dad's spirit, maybe, right? Protecting him. Kind of like the crow.
Is it? Why would his dad be talking to him?
I don't know, but
This is a
there's
weird
something
music
there,
cue.
right, with the with the birds. Yeah,
I
with the
don't know,
birds
man.
and-
I think it was just a weird, confusing music cue that they put in there for some reason.
Mhm.
Because there's not a lot of Native American things happening in this movie.
Oh.
Her eyes get so big. Look at this. How?
And for
Discount
those who
Richards.
are interested, Lance Hendrickson's gun is a Thompson Center Contender. You can chamber it for all kinds of rounds just by changing barrels.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
You can shoot
single
rifle
shot, right?
rounds out of that silly thing.
All right,
Dude, hell
there you
yeah.
go.
Things
I
like
love
it.
how the gaming
What's
when
smaller
there's actually,
with
guns.
his
there's no
fingers?
actual fights.
Oh,
I mean, I
Okay,
don't know
I'll-
how stable that's gonna make it, bro.
Stable enough that he's going to have a new scar on his eyebrow if he were to fire it for real.
Yeah, yes.
Those are still some of my favorite videos on the internet.
Hey, Axoncom, you misspelled practical. You accidentally put an IM at the beginning. In the safety zone. Yeah, because he wasn't ready to shoot yet. You're not gonna find holes in this movie.
No, because the thing is you know, he's getting off on the chase. He doesn't
I
want to
don't
just
know.
shoot him. He wants
Van
to chase
Cleef
him.
looked-
Let's face it.
Van Cleef looked like he was getting off right there. Look at the mud on the ground.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
So,
look
yes.
at his eye.
So on this one, I think what does he say? Hold on. Oh yeah, the price. Okay. 750,000 each, right?
750,000 each. Yeah.
That's what he's
Not
charging them to help him kill this guy.
Now we're in his
Yeah.
territory. We're in his territory. They're all concerned now
Oh,
because they're in this territory.
Well, it's a free. No, he's giving a freebie, I think.
Yeah. But doesn't he
you
also
kill him.
say, yeah, if you don't, I'll kill you? There's something where they're paying him and then he's like, but I'll kill you. Oh, the dude that won
That's-
finish off the black guy, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was earlier. Yeah.
The
Yeah,
guy
yeah,
in the
yeah.
red camo was in a bunch of different action movies. Like, holy shit!
Oh.
Did you
Oh
know
my
who
God.
that is by chance? Oh my gosh!
I love this scene.
Oh wait,
It's
the
so
shirt
great.
lost
Oh,
the
here it
black
is.
black stripes. Wait. The
She
shirt
had
is a
time to
different shirt.
change. She had
No,
time to
it's the same
change during the
shirt,
motor.
but they took the stripes
She took
off.
her
the
jacket
black-
off.
Or the Star Trek thing that made it look like a Star Trek shirt.
She had time to change during the motorcycle chase. Didn't you see that? Oh my god!
Yeah, I should have seen that. Yeah.
It's when she was missing from like the scene when he was on
Do you
when he was
trust
standing on
me?
the motorcycle.
Of course, I trust you.
Hi,
So-
Bruce.
Dude,
She's like, finally, he's gonna fuck me.
her
Hello.
shoes are filled right now. She is so wet.
Legit.
Except-
She's all like, "Oh, kiss me, I'm ready."
She's squelching. She's so wet.
Oh my
trying to
god!
get
Look
all
how
the-
big
all-
her eyes get.
She's waiting for
All
the kiss right there. She's waiting for the
There
kiss.
we go.
Oh,
We can
yeah,
see
yeah.
all the dudes here now. Look at this panel of dudes. Dude, there's that snake, and this is one. Here's that classic moment where he's like, "No, I'm gonna eat your ass." Alex Jones probably got
What?
hard on watching this scene.
Look at her eyes. They're literally coming out of her head. She is a cartoon character.
It wasn't the
Now we
snake
got-
she was looking
Well,
for.
What
Now
she's
we
saying
got-
to Van Damme, look at
Roger
your
Rabbit.
snake.
Look at your snake. She's blown away by a snake in his hand, but then he's just like, "I will eat your ass," and he eats a snake's ass.
Eat your ass.
Seriously, and then you could see he had the blood marks on his mouth too from it. Like he took a big chomp out of that chow. So I was like, "Damn, dude."
He punches the snake and knocks it out. I don't think that's how snakes
Taps it.
work.
Yeah,
I don't think it is either.
I don't know. I've never tried it. So, anyone
Oh, he
try
left
it?
us
Not gonna.
No, okay, wait, stop right here. Listen. So he bites off the rattler, right, and hangs it up in
Yeah.
this tree. That tripwire or trip vine is the most obvious fucking thing
Yeah, well, obviously,
I have
right.
ever seen, and he trips it, bro.
Well,
And
because he's
then
an
it-
idiot. The
But
guy's
look,
the
does
idiot.
it wake
right?
it up? How does tripping this wake the snake up from its fucking coma that it was put in by fucking Van Damme? How does that happen?
They're in.
I
they're
think he
in
tied a string
Louisiana.
to the string.
To
They're in
what?
Louisiana, so it's voodoo
Time.
magic, bro.
It's called
It's
time.
tied. It's tied to the snake. Maybe I don't know.
Oh, okay, so how does it wake up?
voodoo.
Oh, the snake never
John
fell
Well, if you
Claude
asleep.
got
Van
yanked-
Damme.
If you got yanked out of a hole in a tree with a string, you'd probably wake up too.
Are you kidding me? Mads would love getting yanked in a tree.
Hold on, we didn't get to see. We didn't even get to look at Van Damme's.
He asked for help.
But guys, we didn't get to see Van Damme's face after he ate that snake's ass.
Why does
Yeah.
he
Those
have
photos, Mark?
this? It's not even a bandolier. It's
I don't
just
think I had
No,
that.
backwards hat.
what? No, I'm
That
talking
looked
about
like-
the rounds.
That
Why
looks
does
like
he just have
Marky
these
Mark a little
rounds?
bit, doesn't it?
Because he thought it made him look cool. Rich people are stupid.
And he's carrying I don't know. Well, no, that guy, I don't know why he's got a bandolier on him.
It's not a bandolier. It is just the rounds.
Yeah,
and it's not even for the gun he's carrying.
Well, they look like 7.62s. I 7.62. I don't know about the gun though.
Here's,
I mean,
Randy knows.
Thank you, Handy Randy.
Here's something else that's going to mess with your head, guys. All right, the guy who gets bit here is named Jules Sylvester, and he is not only into film, he is also the snake wrangler.
What?
Nice.
However, none of the snakes were fucking real.
Yeah.
No,
So
really?
why was he
Fuck
there?
you lying son of a bitch. They were all real.
Come on. So you're telling me that Jean-Claude Van Damme ate a fake snake's ass and the marks on his face weren't from the asshole of the snake?
Oh, so he does like trans. Okay.
Well, I'm not saying that he didn't eat a real snake. Who's to say? Maybe he did, but I'm not going to surrender your fantasy for you.
We need Twitter notes up in this bitch. Correct this shit.
This turned into, dude, this movie has been Anaconda from the beginning. Have you seen Van Damme's pants in this movie? I'd say his tightness rivals Chuck Norris's jean tightness in this movie. I mean,
also,
we would need to compare Catrassa, who wears the tighter jeans, but they are fucking anacondas, both of them.
Real quick. So he just yelled at all of them to be fucking quiet, to shut the fuck up. And what does he do? I'm going to shoot this snake with my gun and then yell at all of you. But we have to be quiet, guys. Keep tactical advantage.
We are talking about villains,
but not Neil Breen, huh?
This is where he kills his diabetes right here.
Oh, dude.
By drinking that moonshine. And then gives himself cirrhosis in one drink.
Diabetes.
Pretty much. Wilford Brimley is badass.
Dude, he had a moment in this movie where he was talking to Discount Richards, and he's just like, I want the gun. I was just like, did he go out of character for a moment in that scene? Because it seemed like very out of nowhere, because he seemed very like super like zen, senior citizen who had seen it all. And all of a sudden he has this moment where after Discount Richards shoots that guy in the nuts, he kind of like this random freak out. You're like, whoa, that seems really odd out of him. I thought he was like gonna turn on her like for a second. The first time I saw this, I thought he was gonna like backstab her and Van Damme, because it just seems so out of nowhere. Did you guys feel that same way? At least I felt that with that scene.
He's a little odd in this movie.
No.
I'll just say that. But he also, Brimley will just follow a script. Okay. And I'm thinking that was probably one of the rewrites. One of the couple of rewrites they had for this script. This script hasn't been changed from the moment that it was first thought of to where we got the DVD press. They didn't make that many changes from the script in it.
They didn't need to. It was perfect.
It's not a bad movie.
No, you ain't got to tell us, bro. This is one of my favorite.
This is probably the most Chuck Norris Van Damme gets in his career, though.
Mm-hmm.
I think you may have
That's
that.
a good way to put it.
He tries to pull a Chuck Norris movie.
I think Chuck Norris tries to pull a Van Damme movie.
Oh. I just realized Hendrickson, a line. I can't remember when I forgot when he said in the movie, but I can't remember if it was earlier in the middle or later. But he says, "I'll eat you, then I'll fuck you." And I'm like, okay, maybe
I get that.
He's truly the gay one in this movie. All these guys have weird gay attention. One guy wants to do a chokehold on Van Damme.
Look,
another guy talks about wanting the fat guy's steak meat, and now we got the guy saying, "I'm going to eat you and fuck you." I'm like,
nothing will ever beat Roadhouse when the guy goes, "I used to fuck guys like you in prison." That is the most disturbing thing you could ever say in a fight. What is wrong with you?
I gotta
you
clip
deserve
that
to get
one.
your throat
That
ripped
clip,
out.
Mads. That's a clip that we should go right after the gay
just
night
like
clip.
just like the clip from Happy Gilmore. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. You eat pieces of shit? No. Denise Richards wishes she is Tia Carrere in Showdown Little Tokyo, but all she doesn't even amount to this.
That time, I heard you coming.
Indeed.
No
Oh
come
my.
for you, Discount
Splendid.
Richards. No come for you. But you gotta jump in the fire.
Dude, hold up. Back it up.
Oh.
Back it up like 5
Back it up,
seconds.
back it up.
Hold
Yep,
up.
Back
Hold
it
up.
up.
I'll just
Back it up.
Yeah, right there.
There.
All right. Does that look like a fat Michael Myers mask to you?
Guys, it's just his face was melted.
And bloated at the same time.
See,
Yeah,
apparently
it's
John.
fire.
Apparently, John Woo is a committed Christian, so I think this is the brimstone part of the movie where the bad guys get sent to hell.
They're hellfire.
basically. Yeah, there's a lot of hellfire in this.
Suffer hellfire.
Yeah,
Nothing worse than a moonshine
Wow.
distillery exploding on you.
that's right.
I mean,
How
honestly.
how backwoods and fearful of the authorities was it that this guy wired everything that he owned with explosives, like everything, even his toilet. You know,
Why
He's
not?
out-
Right?
He's out
You don't want
house.
It's almost
You don't
like
want
he's
anyone getting your
waiting for the
moonshine.
fight, you know?
He's waiting.
He's
for
been
it.
waiting for
And
this.
he's- Finally, I knew I was right.
Manic
knew-
ship ever heard in a movie.
Right.
I can hear the voice of that line. That's the most romantic shit.
But he was fighting. He goes,
Oh.
finally, I knew I would need these. I
So-
knew I'd need it.
I had to grab the script because what's his name? Diabetes. He says so many great things. He goes,
Diabetes.
a good old whiskey. Make a jackrabbit slap the bear.
That's right. He was out for
No
it.
one has ever said that before.
No, that's right.
Drink, but do not spit. It will kill the grass.
That's
That's
oh,
right.
this guy.
Action Com is right. He lost all $30 of his possessions.
Oh, here's another line. Well, we'll fix him up good. Put bandage on, it no hurt. And then he goes, Van Damme's like, Dove, I've got some people after me. And he goes, I know. I can smell them.
So
You can smell them? But you couldn't smell him coming up?
Like he's like John Matrix in Commando. You know, you got to watch. He was worried about the troops coming from the south because the scent might give it away. Yeah.
Listen,
If you understand me, just grunt.
How many
Yeah.
Cajuns were upset they didn't hire actual Cajuns for this movie?
none, because they nailed the accent 100%.
That's right.
Perfect.
Brimley just
Listen,
nailed
Well,
it.
the main problem there was they had a lot of real Cajuns audition for the role, but none of them could read. So they just went with some outsider, you know.
by the way, that's actually him on horse, and he because he also was an archery guy too, or whatever. He was an arrow
Green
guy
Arrow.
in real life. Anyway, the last line I wanted to tell y'all. So he's asking about his gun, right? He goes, "You still got the one I gave you for your birthday?" No, a gator ate it. I want that movie. I want the
So do
movie
I.
But that line clipped.
of
Special
how
request.
a gator came and ate his fucking gun. Because his house was on stilts for a reason. Because you don't want gators just walking on up in there in the middle of the night, you know. But how did they eat the
So I didn't know he was Korean though, Mad. I mean, he sounded Korean there. It's Cajun, not Korean. Okay.
Matt is multicultural.
He is indeed.
My accents are multicultural, bitches.
You're being very meta, aren't you? You're being meta.
You are the comedy what Neil Breen is to filmmaking.
Amazing and
Oh.
great, absolutely. I like this guy. Kick off the other one that
More
was lying about how
twisted.
I forgot what he
and
lied about. About the snakes, that guy.
evil.
The guy who lied about this.
Yeah. Those flowing locks.
They're all real.
This is insane too. Whatever. This whole fucking movie's insane.
Now they
But-
found a helicopter.
Arnold Vosloo sells that role so well.
Oh yeah.
Now,
he's cool.
which do you think is more insane between this or because both movies have varying levels of insanity. Like,
Well, apparently, I would say Cyborg's more grounded than this.
It is actually. I agree with
Yeah.
that. It is
Yeah.
somehow
the
Cyborg
dystopian
may be his
movie-
most grounded movie.
It's weirdly
the dystopian
grounded.
movie is I'm trying to think that like into context. We're in a day and age where the dystopian movie sounds more realistic than the movie where he
I-
does all these roundhouse kicks.
I just
and-
realized that helicopter's a
Or-
trans helicopter.
Yeah,
What kind of
you're right.
rounds are getting?
Where are all these sparks coming from?
Right? What kind of
What
guns
rounds
are they
just
shooting
like
at him?
Sparkly rounds. I mean, Mad, did they have these in the military? that I don't know
Look,
about?
this is more of a Bayism than it is a Wooism. Michael Bay always has sparks. You know, if you shoot a bale of hay, there's going to be sparks and shit. You know, but for this movie though, this is what the
He's
fuck?
supposedly
It's
shooting
not a
all that out of
tracer
the-
round. It's just a sparkly round.
It's
Shoots
look at these
fireworks with
sparks.
their rounds. Yeah. I was like, what's
Okay,
going
so
on?
apparently
this
it
is
was
like
the
what I-
grenades.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know the 203 grenade doesn't spark.
But this is like
come on.
when I play video games, I use explosive rounds in every weapon loading. So that's what they're doing here. They're using explosive rounds in everything.
Well, when you got the money, why not?
That's right.
Yeah,
Hey, pass me
the
that
tracer
water
rounds
crystal.
set everything
yeah.
on fire. Don't ask how I know. We were using it at my friend's range one time, and Buddy brought tracer rounds and set the whole place.
Oh
on
yeah,
fire.
yeah. That always happens when we'd be out of the
A
range.
usual thing to happen now.
Well,
Cavatino, this is something I mentioned much earlier in the stream that this definitely is a contributing factor to the wildness of the Jean-Claude Van Damme movies.
But we know he's not the white powder he's on is not sugar because Wilford Brimley warned him about that. So you went
Listen,
right
Indeed.
off that.
Okay, let me ask you guys a question, right? You're being hunted by the hunter guys, right? You're like, okay, I got to figure out somewhere to go. I know. I go to the I'll go to the parade float graveyard where they have all the floats.
This
This
is when
is
they
the scariest fucking place you could pick.
This is when they destroy next year's Mardi Gras by destroying every parade.
No,
float.
bro, this is the Mardi Gras graveyard where they send all the floats to die
know, I
and to
know.
rot. It's horrible. It's haunted. Burn it down.
Yeah, I
and when
also
you,
like
and
how
when
he
you
can
fire a
hide
bullet
behind
into
me.
them, they instantaneously blow up.
Yes. What paper mache is some of the most explosive material.
Dude, yeah. Ooh.
Hey, Mad, do you need a doctor? I hate the doctors. That's what he says.
It's not a rat. That's a rat firing a gun. No, sorry.
This
I
idiot.
laughed so hard. That's his spot. I hate them doctors.
Here's the only reason he was able to get away with this is because the bird happened to shit on his helmet. I think this may be some of the greatest proof that God exists because God loves this man. The only way half of this shit happens is if just the right thing, a
Shit.
bird shitting on a dude.
Exactly.
Yeah, and he says, "Hey, pigeon."
I'm pretty sure the guy didn't fire his full clip at the bird either. He could easily have brought his gun back down and shot Van
Man,
Van
he
Damme.
shot the shit out of that guy. Seriously.
I love
I
how
mean,
the
this
rounds
could
just
not
like-
happen.
yeah.
Now that I think about it, you're
Tactical
right.
bird.
This totally is a Chuck Norris movie, a Van Damme movie disguised as Chuck Norris, or however you
is,
want to
yeah.
interpret it. I totally can see now with the tight jeans, the mullet, the
mean-
roundhouse kicks.
I guess
Yeah,
that's
they
one
made
way
the
of looking
Chuck
at it.
Norris
The
one.
other would be as a religious Christian movie hidden as a JCVD.
It is.
Yeah,
It
because he is God's
John Woo
favorite
is a
son.
Christian. John Woo is a Christian, so I think that's what he was doing. He was casting JCVD as the
As-
big JC.
And
Yeah,
this is
exactly.
a toxic
Yeah, he's
line
like a
here,
modern
too.
day Jesus.
Yeah, and he's
What would
handing
Van
out
Damme
fire
do?
and brimstone to these
Yep.
people.
Because he never
Look up-
commits a sin other than murder. He never commits a sin or
Murder.
killing. He
not a
he
big
never
deal.
touches the woman. He doesn't drink. All
Right.
he does is
He
help.
covered, didn't he covet someone's ass though? Like the snake,
What did he do?
for instance. He coveted
Well,
the snake's ass.
When he he ate. Well, the snake doesn't count. He doesn't. It doesn't matter if he ate the snake's ass. Okay.
I'm gonna say he
That
doesn't.
snake
He
was
doesn't do
trying to-
anything wrong.
He told Discount Richard to close her eyes, and she thought she was gonna get a smooch. It was
Yeah.
like no,
Just waiting for
Her
shit.
shoes were filled.
But yeah,
Sucker.
this is a biblical story, really.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, I'm pretty sure that guy behind there is Sven Ole Thorson. Who's
Yeah,
been
that's
in
the
a-
guy that dies in all the old
Yeah.
school movies.
Yeah, he's in a ton of movies. That Sven
fuck?
guy. He's in Predator and
Did the splits for us
Red
entire
Dawn.
JCVD did the splits for us.
Sven
Listen.
Ole Thorson.
He's kind of just going into New Orleans, flipping over tables and shit, trying to get all these tax collectors out of there.
He's got
Wow.
Scott.
Wow, man. I want to say a prayer for you so I don't get hit by a bolt of lightning in the next 3 seconds.
Oh yeah, you're close enough. They may hit you.
Yeah, fucker.
This stream has gone off the
Oh
rails.
fuck,
and I
Bruce!
love
I
it.
forgot you were here, man. I would have invited you to come see Neil Breen. I know he's one of your heroes.
He is.
He
Oh
did
my
sexual
God.
abuse.
Yeah, but okay, it's one of God's creatures, but it's not one that he likes.
Legit, he's
Right.
oh, here's what he did, right? He knows how women are around trees and snakes and
Avenging
shit.
angel.
He's like, no, this woman not grabbing an apple, and he killed the devil.
So does that mean he ate the devil's ass?
Hell yeah, he did.
Hey, dude.
I ate the devil's ass.
Now he's
That
on the
had
same
to be-
league as Saddam.
That had to have been okay. That explains why his mouth was a bloody mess. Like that had to have
Just
been really
like,
shitty in there.
Oh, what's his name from Tombstone? Michael Biehn played him. What's it? The bad
Ringo.
guy. Ringo. Yeah,
Ringo kid.
because remember Ringo says like he fucked the devil in the ass. Remember at the play? Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I will eat the devil's ass.
But yeah, here's more biblical. He comes down in a kind of a winged biblical creature, fire and brimstone at the
Look,
bad guys.
if you got the pick or Jesus, JCVD would be up to the top of the list,
Well,
right?
he's got the hair.
Does this mean Satan got Me Too'd in this movie?
He did. He did.
Well, his time was up,
Justice.
Nick.
Oh. Holy crap.
By the way, this really happened in the movie. He literally got set on fire, and when he's taking off, he says, "Well, fucking go or whatever," because nobody was moving. They're like, "Oh shit, dude, you're on fire," and he just told everybody keep going. Oh,
Keep
yeah.
going.
No. Oh,
He is
sorry.
dedicated to
Just
that.
all these
That was an
comments
accident.
about,
Wow, thank
about
you,
the
Action
devil's
Champ, for that
ass in the
comment.
chat.
Johnny Ringo, that was it.
Johnny Ringo.
Holy crap.
Yeah, more fire and brimstone.
Wow, you look like somebody just walked all over your grave.
You'll have to keep-
Oh my god. As a piece of it, I run through the rest.
Yeah, yo, dude, he got like his buns are so smooth, it's like a baby butt. You know what I mean? It's untainted and smooth and not a hair to be found.
But the dimples are incredible. They're just like
I'm going to
just
confession on
smooth-
Sunday in case
smooth
God is watching.
craters. Smooth craters.
Smooth operator.
Operator.
Look, I'm just saying, as far as bro butt goes, he has a good one.
Everything is like,
Better
wait a
than
minute,
Captain
if
America?
Satan got abused, Saddam Hussein to be pissed.
That's not gay. That's just bros.
And as we know, as long as you don't
This
make
guy
eye
here.
contact,
Sorry, this guy.
Oh,
stop
you
that.
better out of fucking
Go back,
respect.
Mark.
That's John
Go
Claude Van
back.
I'll go
Damme.
back. Yep, yep.
Oh,
That is, I'm pretty sure that's Sven Ole Thorson, who's in a
Sven Ole
shitload of
Thorson, yeah,
movies.
yeah.
Like he's in Predator, Red Dawn, Gladiator, Big
Amen.
70s. How are
guy
you
is
gonna pick that up
a-
when he's shooting his gun upside down?
That guy's a mountain of a man. Incredible.
Is he good at
He's also
dying?
Captain Power.
Oh yeah, he dies in a lot of movies, but he dies with
Yeah.
style.
he was Sean Bean before Sean Bean was.
He
Sean.
was.
holy
but he-
crap. These
he's
comments are going
Arnie,
to kill me.
Big pile of Arnie's. That guy.
Sven Thorson
Sven-
there.
Yeah, Sven Ole Thorson.
He had two roles in Predator. He was one of the consultants in the start of the film, and then later in the movie, he gets impaled by a knife as Arnold throws it.
Yeah.
Stick around.
That's right.
And yeah,
Look at this. Look at
stick
this.
around.
He's in Gladiator
The-
and all sorts of movies. Yeah.
The only man that would shoot like that is somebody that knows God has his back, because he has no regard of how many rounds he is shooting. That dude was dead 20 shots ago, but he's like, no, God will provide, huh? God will give me another
But
gun.
it's his signature move, man. He has to shoot them 20 times and then kick them in the head. He can't help. He has to do it. It's contractual.
No, I get it. Yeah, Jesus turned water into wine. He shoots a guy 20 times in
dude,
roundhouse.
dude, go back to that shot. Go back to that split
Oh.
shot. Look at that. Whoa.
There's the
Look at
split.
that. Glorious. Yeah.
That is a crotch shot.
That's
That
the
is
Lord's
right.
crotch.
You look at his face and you can tell that one actually hurt. He was
That
like-
crotch performs
his-
miracles.
Look at his face in this scene, and you can tell that the jeans he's wearing weren't loose enough, and they just crushed his testicles.
Yes, we're seeing it right now. You don't have to describe it. We're looking
Maybe
at
should have
it.
warmed up
Just
first.
saying,
You're saying,
like,
Cody.
they're not supposed to be flat.
You should have
I-
warmed up
there
first.
are young girls on Instagram right now trying to do the splits like that, and they fail.
And some of them, their nuts get crushed.
I choose the
Word.
wrong profession. I should have been a Belgium arse.
Those Belgian chocolates are pretty sweet. Yeah.
You know, I heard his dick. His dick has reverse AIDS. So if he has sex with somebody that has AIDS, it takes it away. It cures it.
Wow, that's impressive.
The power of peen. compels you.
The nut cluster with Belgian chocolate cover is the best one, I think.
Nick wants to zoom in. You mean we want to zoom in?
That's my project.
He wants to zoom in, comrade.
An angel on
Oh, you guys are killing me with these comments.
Oh, we love you, Nick.
A second.
Boing.
I'm just saying, Jean-Claude Van Damme's miracles are on the same level as Jesus. You know, look what he's done already.
He's trying to get me killed, guys.
Yeah, but man, there's no
Walks away
proof.
from me.
There's no proof that the real JC could do roundhouse kicks.
That is true. That yeah. I've never seen that in scripture.
That's right. So JCVD's got one up on him.
Thank you, Mark. The action.
There we
jeans.
go.
Are these
So
still
what's-
for sale? Because I would love to buy some.
Yeah, you have to cut out the coupon and send a check for $3.
Okay. All right.
No CODs.
Wait, if you have the action, go with the action designer jeans. What does that mean? If you have the action, is that if you have a big cock?
Which action are they talking about?
Yeah.
If you don't have a 30% disability on the VA there.
Oh.
I don't know what that
if
means.
you've got a big kick, Matt, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, a
You got
big
lot of
kick.
kick.
You can kick.
Yeah.
These jeans are for you.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
kicks bring all the girls to the yard.
I want a pair of action jeans. Damn it! What the fuck?
Yeah, you just don't want used ones.
Pino says comment. We don't need to get ready.
Yeah, I got to get those thetans. Got to get those thetans off. I think what he's saying is we got to hop on the e-meter, get these thetans out of us.
Oh my god!
And William Friedkin just passed away too, right?
He did,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, Handy Randy, I'm very familiar with that part of the scripture where he's.
Oh, and
flipping
Matt,
tables.
you weren't here. You weren't here earlier, so I don't know if you missed this. We were where I was teasing Nick. We were gonna do this movie this
Look,
week.
I haven't seen the movie. All I know is that
You
Ken
look
is the
good in it,
best.
though.
Ken is the best part of the movie, and what I love is that when all this is over, the only thing people are going to remember is Ken and the Ken
That's right.
memes.
Correct.
Men
Make
win
Make
again.
Mad Beach again is what I say.
I would have
He's
rather it
everything.
been.
He's
I
just.
would
mad.
have rather it been Ryan Gosling and me because that dude. I've tried to hate him. You know, I'm like Notebook
Well, you
garbage.
said you want him in you.
No,
He
You know he
did say
does.
he wants him in
He do.
him.
He do.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Anyway, y'all killed that bit I was going for, but this is a better one.
That's a much better shot. I agree.
All right, we can move on. I think that's the longest
still
we ever
here?
had it.
Really
We're
don't want to
still
move
here.
on from that.
That was the longest we were at.
He
any
still
one
hasn't
shot
fallen.
ever.
That's about as long as he still stood too, though. Why is his
Sorry
mouth
about-
smoking?
Sorry about the shirt. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, sorry about the
Sorry
shirt.
about the shirt.
Give it a rest, pal.
Oh, Odin's not watching this show. No.
Oh,
There's
no.
Jeez, Keely, if you're that nervous, I'll bless you. Into the Padre, Affiliosios, etc., etc.
Wow. That was terrible.
There, done.
Oh.
Latin's a dead language, all right? Don't give me a hard time.
So they were going
It
for
is
help. Why
now.
didn't they go
It-
for
it is-
help? And then
It's dead now the way you used it. It's for sure.
Oh.
You've killed it.
Vios Don Dios.
No, this is where Discount Richard shoots the shit out of this guy's nuts. She was
Yeah.
mad that she wasn't getting any nuts, so she had to take it on someone else's nuts.
Again, he really is an archer guy.
Archer.
Archer.
Not sure.
You stop after the first R.
He arrows hard.
Yeah. Arrows?
He arrows good.
He had some stiff in his neck.
Went
I can't
straight
remember-
through that float.
Does he have a arrow down with the other guy?
No, they should have. There should have been an
I
arrow.
thought that's what they were building up to
He-
was arrow
he
versus
kind
arrow.
of does. I think he gets him in the arm with an arrow.
yeah, that's right. He does hit that guy. You're right.
Yeah, he says something about an eagle. I forgot his little line that he has.
This movie would be fantastic if it ended with the fat guy shooting the bad guy with the arrow and being like, "You were taking too long."
I when he took the gun out of the dude's pants, I wanted him to smell it, kind of like, ugh.
You think it's some weird
That's why you don't keep the gun there, guy.
Yeah, you don't carry appendix because it smells like cock.
What?
Oh, Oh, damn.
Thanks for being here, Cruel85. Hope you enjoy the content at Nick Weiser's channel.
Yes, thank you for
Thanks for
subscribing.
subbing.
I'm sure you will not forget this as your first Toxic Tuesday.
Oh, this is your first, bro. This is going in dry. Are you kidding? You should have watched it. You should
I
have
don't
watched
know,
a couple
man.
to warm up before you got in here.
Yeah.
An hour and
definitely the
44
deep
minutes.
end.
Important to stretch.
An hour and 44 minutes in, I've never felt wetter. Can I
Oh.
say?
I saw you sliding off your chair there for a minute. You had to catch yourself.
I'm a slippery slope now.
Yep.
What can I say?
Look at this guy,
Oh.
man. I love how every guy that he hired to hunt, they all had their unique look and skill set, you know? But it doesn't
Yeah,
matter
All
when you got
special
Ooh,
outfits.
scope bite incoming. Oh wait, never mind.
You're,
that's the arrow guy.
The lead scenes is
Yeah.
right. Here is the other arrow guy.
Yep.
Ah, you're right. I forgot. Or
all
Billy
it's all
here,
good. He looks like John Woo.
he does. He
Bang,
did
bang.
have a whoop. Bang bang.
Why was that guy
Yeah.
holding it with the left hand but using his right eye?
I don't know.
Maybe
Hey,
that's
I'll
his
do that.
dominant
I'm
eye.
not a nerd.
I
don't
shoot
know how-
opposite eye, man.
Huh?
I shoot opposite eye. If I'm left-handed in the hand, I'm going to shoot with my right eye. If I'm holding it with the right hand, I shoot with the left eye.
Really?
Yeah.
I know, you know, you get tested when you're in the army or whatever, and whatever your dominant eye, that's the hand you're going to shoot with. Good Lord.
Yeah, well, the Navy's
I'm
a little
right hand,
different.
left
Yeah.
eye dominant.
Not everybody has a dominant eye.
True.
I
You
don't.
get older, your eyes start to suck. So you just start to accept which one has the DLSS the sharpest right now.
Just learn
Yeah,
to shoot
pretty
with
much.
both eyes open anyway.
I have NVIDIA.
What?
DLSS, that's the thing for NVIDIA. The card, I got the 4090.
Yeah. Nice.
I have no words.
Yeah,
I just
What? They have
no
DLSS.
Nick, did you magically become a computer guy while I was not around or something?
No,
You
this is
understand what
not
they're
him.
doing?
Are you kidding?
I didn't think so because I'm lost too. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking
So,
about?
so to play games and stuff
Nerds.
like
I
that, you
didn't
need a
say I
game.
cared.
Well,
I love you, man.
I'm so glad you could
Yolanda.
join us.
I like the candy.
How do I remove myself?
Like the
I love
The
you, Yolanda.
red
Candy.
circular button with a white X in it, man.
Well, see, here's a prime, Orion. We
Good
didn't
cheek.
get the cheeks in this movie. This movie's
Yeah,
exception.
fucking.
No, there's no cheeks
Yeah.
in this film whatsoever.
I don't think
Well-
we could have. This movie's so great.
Why-
If they added in his buns, I don't think we could take it.
I have one other question that's just kind of random. Why are all of these parade floats filled with confetti?
Why are they all so smart?
It's
and-
sparklers.
Yeah.
They all explode. Look at this.
Yeah. Why are they exploding? You know?
Yeah.
It's like Irvin Kershner had the design team from Empire Strikes Back go in here. There's not enough sparks. Put more sparks in there.
I mean, this is
We need more sparks.
Maybe because this was John Woo being Bay before Bay went full Bay. He just thought, why not just have everything explode because it's a big gunfight?
when they're back to back behind on each side of the wall, and they're reloading their guns or whatever. He did this maneuver with his guns. He did like a rotating circle with one hand. I watched that part 30 times. Have no idea what he did.
I don't either. I've.
Do you know what I'm
rewound
talking
that.
about?
I do.
When he
Yeah.
shoots the gun upside down.
No.
No.
Right here,
Here.
when he's reloading, he does a circle thing with one hand. I don't know what he's doing.
He's just trying to look cool, maybe, right?
Yeah, but he already does look cool.
Yeah.
Well, he wants to look even
Cooler.
cooler. Yeah, he just wants to look cooler because he's Van Damme. He can always even look cooler.
This is-
Yeah. Not only is this scene also in Face Off,
3
they
years
also
pre
they
Face
also
Off.
they also do it in Hard Boiled.
Yep.
There's a similar scene.
Yes, that's right.
They don't wait. Do they do it in MI2?
There's
No.
some
I
similar
think
scenes.
so. Yeah.
I think they may. Yeah.
Yes.
So
How
so
the hell
it's
did they
Woo's
miss each
up.
other here? They're both horrible shots. My God.
Man, look, dude. When you have the power of God on your side, and
They
the
didn't
other
let
guy
Jesus
is,
take the wheel.
yeah.
When you
Well, no,
when you
because
have
they
an
would've shot him.
unlimited mag,
Take
When-
the Glock.
when you have an unlimited supply of bullets in your gun, cartridges in your gun, you don't care about whether you miss. You know you'll have more.
And you've got plot armor.
I'll hit something eventually.
You mean the spirit of the Lord?
The power
Look
of
at that
Christ
mullet.
compels you.
Like, I'll just hit him in post.
The power of Beretta compels you.
I like that.
This is
The
a
power
great.
of
This scene is so funny.
the power of JCVD buds. Action jeans and plot.
Plot armor.
Undefeatable.
Hey, has anyone seen the JCVD show that came out a few years ago?
No, because
No, I couldn't
they
bring
took it
myself.
serious.
I couldn't.
Well,
I
you
couldn't
moved
bring
it in a
myself to
show.
watch that.
That's
Van
not how
Jones,
I
I
wanted
thought
to
it was
remember.
good.
That's not how I wanted to remember JCVD. I wanted to remember him like this.
Like that, yeah, not
Yeah,
as a,
right
not as a
underneath
serious
someone's
actor.
balls.
So basically, you like the fact that he kept his buns on the reps and you left it to your imagination.
Yeah, because you don't want to. Sometimes it can be too much. You can have too many baby smooth buns.
Well, the show was crazy because he was playing an actor playing a secret agent the whole time. So
Oh shit!
that
Really?
was
I thought
kinda
it was
fun.
like a grounded.
Well, that was the movie, but then there was
Oh.
a series where he's playing himself, but it turns out he's been a secret agent for the government all these years.
What?
Going out and killing
The
people.
He
Van
has?
on
Johnson
missions.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Was it like a
Yeah.
documentary?
I watched like one episode.
It was like
of that
it was like
came out.
8 episodes on I think it was Amazon Prime or Netflix. I can't remember.
I have
but it's
both of
that-
those.
That was
Amazon,
years and
yeah.
years ago.
It's like 8 years ago now or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. It was fun. Yeah. He's still in great shape. Good.
Oh, our boy.
I hate it
here
when
is
that
guy-
happens.
He gets a good nut shot here. Oh no, he gets
Yeah.
a facial. Is that a nut shot or a facial or both?
He's about to get a teabag if the guy drops just right.
No, he's just
Oh.
handing
He's
him
Dropping
the
his balls
grenade.
on him.
Go back to that.
He did this. Look, when you get beat by JCVD, you're gonna give him a present. That's the rule. And he gave him a
Right.
grenade.
You killed me.
beat
Have
off.
this grenade.
Yeah.
Seriously, he looked at his eyes. He had his eye on the tea bag.
No.
He was like, oh no teabagging me.
Could you imagine having the privilege of dying while staring in the eyes of JCVD? My God. You want to talk about how to go out?
That'd be awkward if you had like leukemia.
I think maybe heaven would be disappointing after that, though.
Yeah, all the
That
tacos,
is in
drugs,
love.
all the brisket, it's not good enough, right?
Yeah, you kind of go in, yeah, I get it. I like it. Don't get me wrong, it's nice. It's just.
But
those
would you be
eyes.
yelling, "Send me back, send me back"?
Dude, you see
I'm
how
gonna see
upset this guy gets over his
JCVD
boyfriend? Man.
Send
Look
me
at this
back.
shot here, Matt. Look at this shot. Look at this
Send me
shot
back as
coming
his briefs. That's a fake ass beard.
up. You fake his beard in the
that's
world,
a
right?
big
Look how
beard
fake
right
that beard.
That's amazing.
I thought it was a chick dressed up to try to like blend in. Like one of the guys.
That's like one of those
Yeah.
girls from Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, the horsemen. Yeah, none of them are male. They're all female with fake beards. Don't look too close.
Oh, I did not see
Of course
that
we saw
truck
the
commercial.
truck commercial. Really?
Wait,
What?
you
No, it was
Between-
awesome. Are you kidding?
Maybe if
Oh
I
my
watch
God.
it, I'll remember it. But I straight up
Doing
at the
splits
top of
between
my
two
head.
You got the
Yeah.
splits.
Maybe if I
Between
watch
two
it, I'll
splits.
remember it. It could be one of those things that got memory hold in my brain. And we got Southern Belle. How's it going,
Hello.
Southern Belle? Says go hard. Hell,
Hard.
this show has gone very hard. Go hard or go
Word.
home.
I mean, I don't know how you could go home hard after this.
What did,
Oh,
what
I-
did she get for that super chat? What video do we get to play for that one?
I didn't get a
that's
video.
true.
You never do.
I'm trying to
That's
think,
true.
does she get the Thanos or does she get the biggest?
I like Thanos, but that's just because we're punching Brie Larson.
Okay, well, you know,
I
why
mean,
not?
you know, in honor of Matt.
Okay.
Is
I'm
is that
just
when
gonna-
she bled and they got the DNA to make the super scroll?
What?
Now,
No,
Oh,
that was
nobody
the
else saw
show that
Secret
no one
Invasion?
watched. That was the show that no one watched. That's
Man,
Secret
that shit was
Invasion.
horrible.
We don't watch. We don't watch failures. I mean, Disney Plus over here.
Oh,
Ah.
you don't know what you're missing. Are you kidding?
We
I'll
watch
tell you about She-Hulk.
I gotta catch up on MythBusters, bro.
Look at this move that that Van
It's-
Damme does there. He does like this acrobatic flip. It's
You
like-
know, at this point,
it's
you're
so
wondering,
amazing.
after
Is he the
everything you've
Superman?
seen, how are they going to cap it off? What is going to be the thing to cap it?
Cavatino,
fancy
all in
flip.
due time.
Floating
Trust
dragon.
me.
Oh,
We
man.
still have yet to do Double Impact. We still haven't done Universal Soldiers yet. There's still
Yeah,
some.
that's good
Oh,
one,
we
too.
still haven't done.
Yeah.
I think Kickboxer as well. There's
Oh,
still a whole
Kickboxer's
lot
great.
of. There's
Have you
still a
guys-
whole lot of Van Damme we haven't done.
Kickboxer's awesome.
All right.
What about
What's up?
Desert Heat?
Bloodsport, all right.
Desert. We haven't done that.
Wait, we haven't done
we
Bloodsport?
We did. I thought we did
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport.
We
We
did
did
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport.
Years,
Yeah.
a year ago,
But
right?
But you
yeah.
have not done Desert Heat.
We've not done Desert.
I want
Heat.
in on that one because that's
All right.
like, yes.
What was the
We
one
did
that he
have movies.
directed? It was basically Bloodsport, but in a different country.
The Quest,
Um,
I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Quest. That was it. Yeah, and he dressed up like a mime.
No, we
A
did
mime?
not. Yeah, we not.
A
We've
monk?
not done that.
No, a mime. He was on stilts.
Oh yeah. That was the. Yep. I love that movie.
The Quest. Hey,
We
didn't
heard
they have
both of
the dude from Game of Thrones in that too, right?
Yeah, he's in there.
Yeah, the one that Khaleesi, that was in love with Khaleesi.
Jason Momoa was in that, I think.
No, not Jason Momoa. The other guy, the old white guy that he was supposed to be a
Yeah.
spy with Khaleesi,
Oh, I don't.
and then he got grayscale.
All right.
Oh,
going into like a
yeah. Like the hand of the queen or whatever.
Yeah. No.
Well, that
That,
wasn't really the hand, but he was like the protector, like
right.
the
Until
yeah,
what's his name
Guardian
got
guy.
there.
All right, guys, Talks a Lot Entertainment has to leave, and we're gonna let him plug his last plug on the way out, and it's perfectly timing as he sees this great flip from Van Damme as he's about to go out. So, Corey, plug in
Hey,
your
Corey.
plugs.
Hey, Corey from Talks a Lot Entertainment here on YouTube. Check it out. There's Corey's Corner right now, and as of this Friday, I'll start releasing music stuff. I finally did the video for Total Control, so that'll come out and it'll have a buy link attached to it. So if you guys want to support me with that kind of stuff, it'll only be 99 cents for the track because I think modern day music prices are fucking ludicrous. So 99 cents is as high as I'll go on my music. Anyway, stay sexy, don't get murdered, and as always, have a wonderful time.
See you, buddy.
All right,
Bye.
take care, man.
Cheers.
Guys,
So long.
if you go in, well, you're gonna get this clip on the way out.
You have the biggest dick I've ever seen on a man.
Yes.
Take care, Corey.
So, guys, thank you, Mark, for plugging in his channel right there, guys. Between that and also, if you look under the description, everyone's channels, you just click on their name; they're all tagged too. So you have two ways of subscribing to Corey. Corey, I know you're out there listening. Thanks for being here, man. It's good to hang with you again here, and you're actually be able to be here for most of the movie, which is equally as kick-ass. So, all right, dudes. We're going for the final kill where he drops a ball in his pants. He drops a ball in his balls. That I laughed so hard.
I don't understand when he's holding her hostage how it works.
It doesn't.
With this rope or
It
string or
doesn't.
some shit. Just shoot him. It doesn't look like that's doing anything.
He thought
is
about
confusing.
the moment in time. Oh, if I don't do something quick enough, probably. That's the only thing I can think. Oh, nice subliminal message in there, Mark. Oh,
Look at those
damn.
arms. Look at that face. Yeah.
Wait, you can't
Look
see
at
his
that
arms.
mullet.
Do you know where arms are connected?
Business in front.
Oh, I'm
That
couple
mullet
Oh, this-
is
Huge.
This, yeah. So
He's got the arrow.
right, but
Yeah.
if he shoots him, it'll just drop.
True.
chance, please. If he shoots me, he'll kill you.
I wanted someone to be like, no, I don't think that's how that's gonna work, huh?
Doesn't work that way. Yeah.
I don't think you know science.
Well, no,
That's a-
because but within the physics of the movie, which I admit
what?
is complete bullshit. But you know, they had the scene earlier where he shot the two guys, and the only way that Van Cleef survived was because he ducked out of the way. The conceit is that if he fires, and I know I'm trying to make this movie sound like it's like a Kubrick film or something.
It is.
You know, the idea
he wishes.
the idea is that if he fires, he kills the both of them. That's the shtick.
That's what I was
But-
feeling too. Deleted.
Oh,
Yeah.
so not related to the arrow that he was holding? I thought it was like, hey, it's like a dead man switch or whatever. So if he
Well, for the
dies, somehow
shotgun.
this arrow will go into her face. I didn't even think about the shotgun. I figured that was, they'll adjust it in post.
Although the shotgun was shooting slugs before because he was
Yeah, that's
shooting
what I'm
people
saying.
long distance with the shotgun earlier. So
Well, they may be
switch
long
it.
shots for you, but for him,
Poor people get bored too.
Yeah, I love that line.
I did too.
That's a good one.
Load me.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, he's gonna load you. He's gonna get.
They have more sexual chemistry than our Joel and him.
Well, that's why he's left them a
Here it
bloody
comes.
mess. Dude, seriously. Oh,
John-
he's gonna come.
He had that look of
Seriously.
like, you think this bothered me? I don't like her. I have no interest. Have you seen my uncle? Oh boy, now that's dude. I don't care
And
how the
they-
fuck fast you run, dude. Oh, sorry, Jesus.
After everything
There's
else
just
on the
these
screen,
moments where
using
where
the F word is what you apologize for, right?
Well, no, it's just you're like, there's no way that's possible, and then you remember, oh right, he is like at least the nephew of God, you know?
Oh damn!
Did you ever read Lamb?
Lamb?
Lamb. We never read Lamb, did you? It's Jesus's brother doing all the things with Jesus. It's a comedy book.
Oh no, I haven't seen it.
Book.
I was gonna bring up. There's this apocryphal book where Jesus is a kid, and he kills a kid, but he brings him back to life, so it doesn't really count that he killed him. I think he was a bully or something, but Jesus kills him and brings him back to life. Kind of like are you gonna do it again? No. Anyway, I was just saying. What do it remind me of? Wait, how's whatever? They're still fighting? Yeah.
They're still fighting. Yeah, now he's going to
fight-
grab the 2x4 here that's on
They actually
fire.
fight
See,
a lot.
oh, maybe that does prove that he's Jesus because the fire doesn't hurt him.
Dude, they fight a lot.
Oh, yeah, doesn't he
Hendrickson,
grab-
even though
Yeah, he grabs the 2x4 and it's on
That's on fire,
that's
right?
fire.
Look,
Yeah, right here.
and
right
he
here.
holds on to it
He
while
holds
it's
it,
on
yeah.
fire. Look at
as
that shit.
as someone with experience with fire, I will let you know
No.
now that hurts. Fire is not meant for skin.
But Jean-Claude Van Damme is meant for
Interesting.
fire. Is that
Well,
what
yeah,
we're
you
getting
can't
at here,
burn.
man?
Yeah, he has the spirit with him.
Or does he have the tight pants and the buns?
I don't know
That
how that
hold
would
them
protect his
together.
hand from a fire, but yeah.
And we got the bicep shot here.
He's got the power.
Yeah. And you get all the flashbacks of all the dead people here, and you can't hurt me. I'm Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I can't believe they kept his shirt on the whole goddamn
Eric
movie.
K. How you doing, buddy?
Eric,
Love you,
Eric.
man.
welcome. Oh,
Hail Eric
hell
K.
yeah.
Hello, be that splits.
No, that's funny.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, you won,
Oh.
sir. You won the night.
You win the
Cosmic
night.
Vader wins. Yeah.
That's like a lot because we've had a lot of good comments tonight. We've had a
Cosmic
lot of
Vader.
them.
Wins.
Oh,
That was awesome.
we've had so many good ones. So that's a tall order to have the
Cosmic, you don't have to listen. You don't have to take my advice, but I would advise not to try to make any other jokes. You hit it. You nailed it. Don't follow it up with a bad one and ruin all the goodwill you have. Just walk away. Costanza that shit. Because no one to walk out the room.
holy damn. Oh,
Fucking ribs are hurting.
I know. Like my face hurts. Like straight up, my face hurts right now. Like,
Yeah. I mean, he looks like he hasn't he has not lost any energy at all. This was all.
he
a
looks like he
walking-
hasn't lost interest in Lance Henriksen. Look at the way he stares him like with his eyes. You could tell that shit's romance right there.
Well, no, hunting season is over. He's going to nail him right now.
Hunting season is
Doesn't have to
over.
wait anymore.
This
I
is
didn't-
my
I forgot about this
dear
earring.
John to you. Oh.
I've never seen a better looking mullet.
And dude, look, this was shipping before shipping. Seriously, and he opens his pants too for him, and he
Looks
drops
like
a
he's in a
ball
little
to
pain
him.
there, though. He's in a little pain, though, at this
And
embrace.
he gives him a blowjob.
Ah, Vader, what
Drops
did I
his-
say, bro?
He drops his balls for him. What can I say? He drops his balls for him. I can't remember. He said something ridiculous too. I can't remember what he said.
Who said something ridiculous?
I can't remember what Van Damme said.
In
right
this
before-
movie? I
He
feel
said
like everything
something-
he said is logical. I love how he barely takes it out. He's like, all right, whew, did it. Ha,
Yeah,
ha,
but
I win.
I'll just leave the fuse pointed right at the middle of the grenade.
Well, he forgot that he has the power of the Lord.
Yeah.
See?
Oh, he tries.
Yeah.
Until
Unto
ye, I
you
give
I
the
give
new
it a
command.
new commandment: love thy mullet as ye love
Ye love
JC.
I tried to tell you, bro. No one. I tried to tell you. You hit it, man. You were the star of the show.
Bishop versus JCVD. JCVD punches him into the alien bridge. That's good.
And he still had to pay for his sins in that movie for crossing JCVD.
JCVD said hunting season is over, but his eyes said load me.
That's good.
Damn. Oh, M67 fragmentation grenade. What a simple FU simply will not get the point across. Oh.
Randy, I don't even know why the fuck you're still in here trying to be funny and shit.
Watch as the muscles of Brussels sprouts and makes legs.
Yeah, isn't that his official tagline for life?
Yeah, muscles of Brussels. Yeah.
Yeah, sprouts
he's-
and makes the ladies explode.
And he's all over Wilford Brimley here now too. I mean, come on, he got
That's his
Hendrickson
uncle.
and now Wolford.
Oh, damn it! I didn't
I'm
see
gonna
what
give you diabetes.
I didn't catch what he said about the eagle.
When my head is happily up Van Damme's arse, no one can risk. Oh.
I got the script up. I'm trying to. By the way, the script is so small. I'm trying to find out what he said.
Oh man.
That's when you know that Mark is a real G.
Wow. I have nothing else. I straight up have nothing else.
Are you
to
spent,
this.
Nick?
I am officially like, wow,
I
this
mean-
chat is absolutely defeated.
Oh, this is what he said. All right, so his uncle goes, "Oh, I told this turkey, he no killed this eagle, huh?" What does that mean? I told this turkey he no kill this eagle.
Yeah, I don't get that one either.
Oh, he's
Tell
so
my
awesome.
family it was the diabetes. Oh, holy shit. I need help.
Power of JCVD compelled him to wake up.
Oh,
Do you feel like you need a shower now, Nick, and some refresher and some
No.
food? And
that I would feel that way if I was doing a fecal and einhorn, but this is not fecal and einhorn, so we're okay here. Holy
Some
shit.
alligator bites over at a Canyon Choke Canyon barbecue.
Ah, man.
I'm glad I didn't miss this one, man.
I'm glad you were here for
I'm
this
sorry I
one.
missed it. Most of it. I'm sorry.
Oh,
sir.
you're good, Bruce. You're good. Remember Lionheart next week, guys.
Yeah, I can't wait.
We're-
One of the
Yeah, there's a
greatest
line there.
It's one of the greatest Van Damme films of all time.
It's one of the best, but I got to get going, man. I wanted to get my editing done because we did a new What the Flick for my channel where we watched Neil Breen's a couple of Neil Breen movies with Brahma and Lil Chad and everybody. So I'm editing those now. So I got to get back to that. Get it out quick. But
Mad, thanks for
You're
being
never
here.
gonna stay for the rating? You gotta give us the rating, Mads.
I mean, honestly, how can you rate the Lord? I rate the Lord, the Lord.
So the Lord rates you.
Yeah. You know what I mean? The movie comes and I was like, what do I call you? People ask. I am. I'm like, okay, I get it. That's a Bible reference, whatever. Read your books.
See it,
Was this movie toxic, Mads?
Toxic? What the fuck? No.
I'm asking you. I'm asking the expert.
What
No.
about that would be toxic? They had
The
women
mullet?
in it.
Oh, they did.
This is
Well, there's
the
one
least
woman in it.
toxic of the Van Damme films.
I mean, this thing is perfect. No one could say this is toxic. He didn't even try to. I mean, she horned. Listen, if it's toxic, it's from her because she could not leave him alone for him to do his job.
She was pestering him quite a bit with that angry Poochie. That's what I saw in this movie. She wanted attention. She was like one of those cats.
Yeah, he just
Discount
wanted to do his splits.
Discount Richards was blue balled in this movie by Van Damme. She was blue balled. Oh, JCVD comes and Mad leaves.
I think this
Typical.
may be the least toxic movie John Woo has ever done.
Yeah, it is. It is,
Yeah.
including MI2.
Although apparently
What?
they had to make
No.
a lot of cuts to it to get it even down
Including
to
MI2. This is the least toxic film he's ever did.
I think it's pretty. Yeah, I agree with you. They did make a lot of cuts to it to get a rating, though. So you never know what it might have been. We don't know how it might have been if you'd got the movie you wanted, but they cut
Thy
a lot of it.
kingdom come,
Thy kingdom.
Kingdom come, they will be done. Oh,
All right, guys.
seriously.
Bye, guys.
See you, man.
Bye, Mad.
Take care,
Good,
man.
Mad.
Yep.
Don't get stuck in traffic.
Well, guys, that was Mad Mardigan, and he came, saw and conquered.
He always comes.
Oh, wow! That was wow. Well, chat, back to old ritual here. I'm spent, but I still want to get all your scores in the chat. So, Bruce, well, we're getting chat scores from the chat. Tell us your final thoughts.
I really like this movie. It's not my favorite JCVD movie by any measure, but this movie for me has a really good pyrotechnic guy that he's feeling like he's really just underused in the industry. And so in this movie, when they had the chance, like every chance he had, he's like, I need to put more in every scene. So from a standpoint of just pyrotechnics and special effects, this movie for me rates at the very least. This is, you guys are going to say this is low. I rate this movie a 70. The script is a little weak. JCVD kind of ignores Miss Discount Richards the entire movie, and there could be some things in this film that could have led to some other more fun shenanigans that would get the rating up into the like NC-17 where I want it to be. But apparently, like, money's a thing, so okay, it's got to be rated R or PG-13. I rated a 70 on a lot of reasons. The strengths of the movie is you've got Sven Thorson, one of my favorite actors of all time. You have Jean-Claude Van Damme with the greatest mullet since Chuck Norris.
I'm sorry, Bruce, but I'm sure you can't understand.
You're thinking about the snake. I give this movie a 7 out of 10. This is a good film if you want to watch an enjoyable movie. This is not a movie for, like, you know, you've been her aficionados, but if you want to see a really good, well put together 90s or 80s, late 80s action film is what it feels like. It's a 93 film. This is a very well done, by the numbers, John Woo extravaganza. I would say that this is a 70% easy. It's not as good as Chuck Norris's best, and it always feels like I'm watching a movie that Chuck Norris said, no, I'm not going to make it. Fuck you. And he went on. And so, like, well, I need somebody good, please. What's Jeff Speakman doing? And they're like, no, not Jeff Speakman. Okay, fine. Give me, who's the guy from Brussels? That guy. And so here we go. Toxicity, it's a 2 out of 10. The 2 is only because Discount Richards. That's it. It's a 70% film. It's really fun to watch. It's an easy to digest movie on a Sunday afternoon. Watch it with your kids. Watch it with your nephews. It's great.
I'm breathless.
We can't speak anymore.
Yeah.
I love the special effects. The sparks in every fucking scene in Act 3. That killed me.
Like pyrotechnic jazz hands and shit.
I know. The guy just could not get enough. Like, I need $6 more. I have to get this brick of sparklers for this next scene.
Did you call on me, Nick?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't even know where to begin with this movie.
It's John Woo at his absolute.
It's like
probably
John
worst.
Woo. It's John Woo, Jean-Claude Van Damme. It's like discounted Denise Richards.
Chuck Norris in spirit.
It's like Chuck Norris was like. It's like the Kmart Chuck Norris movie. Like
Kmart Chuck.
Kmart Chuck.
Wow, but he's not wrong.
This is the blue light special of movies.
Why are you doing me? I'm right.
I mean, 9mm blowing up cars.
It was really a Tesla hitting the battery.
I mean, that's a conversation for another day, but because they're bulletproof. I mean, this movie is fun. I don't know how toxic it is. I mean, there's enough hair gel to kill like half the seaboard.
That's true.
I don't know. So much hair gel. We probably got to go. I guess it's a 2 for toxicity for me, and I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 as well, I think.
Okay. Excellent. 70s.
Well, what can you say? I'm not sure it's either my favorite John Woo or Jean-Claude Van Damme. I don't think it's my favorite of either of those. I think if I was to pick a John Woo, I'd probably say The Killer was my favorite movie.
Really?
With
Not
Bullet.
hard-boiled?
With Bullet. Hard Boiled is great. I mean, it's just like we're talking like 0.1% between them, you know. I do like The Killer a lot. I've got a lot of time for that movie. And Bullet the Head's pretty good. But yeah, Hard Boiled is brilliant too. I mean, but The Killer I've got a soft spot for. And for Jean-Claude Van Damme, well, nothing could be better than Time Cop. I mean, you know.
Wait, you like Time Cop more than Cyborg?
Bruce is forever giving me shit. I never give him shit about what he says. He gives me shit every time I speak.
I'm drunken.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion, Bruce.
But no, I get it, but like I one of these days I want to be on camera with you. Time Cop versus Cyborg.
Who's next?
I love you, man.
Everyone can have their opinion, but not Brian.
No, I'm done. Carry on.
Wow. 2 out of 5 cheeks. All right, deleted scenes.
All right. Well, this is one of my favorite action movies of all time. I would say overall it's a strong 8.5 to 9 for me. Toxicity, I don't think it's that toxic. I'd say toxicity 3 out of 10. 10 out of 10 to Bruce for the Jeff Speakman reference. And I got to agree with 70s, man. The Killer. That was
No,
the movie
you.
that
How
really kinda
dare
led
you say
me
that?
to-
How dare you? That's no way. That's the best movie.
And I've never. Oh man, you guys are going to kill me tonight. I've never laughed so fucking hard during the stream. God damn it, you guys are going to kill me over here. Oh,
How do you think I feel? I'm Toxic Tuesday is officially back with a vengeance.
Huge! It's gigantic. Gigantic.
And to prove the gigantousness, I will now show you something. No, no, sit down, stop. All right. Yeah. Like I said, this is one of my go-to movies. I love it to death. I can't get enough of it. It's over the top. It's John Woo being John Woo. It's, you know, Van Damme's a samurai with hair gel. I love it. You know, and you got 2 of the best guys to play villains ever, Arnold Vosloo and and Lance Henriksen. I mean, you can't go wrong there. Yeah.
Okay. All right. The jury has spoken. Red shirt.
Well, you only have 2 women in this film, and one of them doesn't live long enough to even pass the Bechdel test. So it lacks toxicity there. Or it's a little bit of toxicity there because she doesn't live long enough. You have plenty of toxic masculinity in this film. It's loaded with it. You know, it's oozing out of men's pores in this movie. You can see it glistening on their skin. That's really all the toxicity it had. The story, there isn't much. It's long on coincidence and plot armor. I don't like the special effects. I think they're just absurd with all the sparks and exploding paper mache and blowing cars up with a 9mm. I'm sorry, that just you can do it once in a Dirty Harry film and I'll let it go, but they did it like 4 to 5 times. Some of the action scenes are good. I did like those. That was probably the part I liked. So this is not my movie. I will not watch this again. Toxicity, I give it a 2, and greatness, I give it a 4.5. Barely watchable.
Wow. The hard contrarian red shirt.
Wowzers.
Ooh. I'm sorry you feel indifferent.
We need this.
I can name 3 Jean-Claude Van Damme films that I would watch in a heartbeat, like right after this stream. I just go plug it in or find it on streaming, and I'd watch it all the way through. This isn't one of them.
All right.
Time Cop and Bloodsport are my 2 favorites.
Oh yeah, we still haven't done Time Cop.
That's fine.
Still haven't touched it. Mark.
All right. Well, I mean, I think you gotta go into this movie knowing what you're getting, right? You're looking for the 80s mullet and over the top action that Woo always delivers. So, I mean, if you're looking through through that lens, yeah, I'd say this is an A action movie. I just love it. I mean, it's batshit crazy. Yeah, it's got sparkly bullets that should appear with sparkly vampires, but I can forgive that part. I see that criticism, but I kind of looked at it and laughed at it. But I think it's Woo, just Woo going a little bit over the top. But Van Damme's character, he's a vet who's been homeless, and I think that's we had a lot of fun here tonight. This is batshit crazy fun, but there's a serious underlying issue with all the homeless vets and how people are living on the street and how they get taken advantage of. And maybe go back and watch the original movie. There's been tons of movies based on the Deadliest Game, or read the short story. The short story's public domain. You can read it. It's only like 10 pages, and this movie kind of glosses over that, but it does have some heart in there. And that with the Vietnam vet at the end, when he's just staring down the guy, is like, I'm not scared of you. You're gonna take me out, but I'm not scared of you. So this movie has a good heart there, and then it kind of just goes kind of action crazy in the end, and kind of misses out on some of that emotional resonance. But yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's just it's kind of movie you watch with some buddies and kick back some beers, get some pizza on a Friday or Saturday night, and you're in for some good old fashioned 80s entertainment that pretty much you're not going to get anymore unless you're watching a John Wick, or I don't know, I can't think of an action movie.
Nobody.
Nobody. Yep, that's a good one, but they're few and far between, unfortunately. So so I'd give this a 9. I give this an A. Toxicity, yeah, the bad guys are toxic, right? That's a given. Van Damme is toxic with the splits taking out people, so I'm giving it like a 6 in toxicity. And I know we're giving this movie handy randies. I don't know, but it's a great John Woo action flick, and his first Hollywood movie. Then we're gonna get some classics from down the road. But just if you haven't watched it yet, it's watch the movie while our commentary is going. I guess maybe that would make it even better, right? If you do a watch along with us. And God bless Mads. I mean, he's always hysterical. And I should have played this for Mad when he left. Because we did get grenades then in the movie, right? So,
Yes.
but yeah. Oh, I think we've all spoken enough tonight, right? We can. That's
Speaking
right.
Thank you, Mark.
Here it
Okay,
is.
so I'm gonna go before I read off all the great scores from the chat. I'm gonna go with I give this movie a strong 8.2 for greatness. It's got a very basic simple good Samaritan guy who wants who does something for a job and then becomes kind of an act of kindness, and he beats the shit out of a lot of bad guys along the way. You have the most Jean-Claude Van Damme being Chuck Norris performance ever. You have great villains, and the action is so over the top, and I love it. To me, I love it when shit is so it knows that it's shamelessly bonkers, and it goes all the way with it. And also, no sexy time for you, Discount Richards. No, it's only Matt and Chuck together in bed. As far as toxicity goes, I'm gonna probably go with a 6. The villains are very, very toxic human beings, and also we got a lot of split shots of the crotch of the Van Daminator. I call that shit toxic. So yeah, 8.3, 6.5. Achilles Shell, toxicity overall 10-10. Orion Can, 10. I give this movie a solid 8. Action Com movie, 9 bullets. Toxicity 7, assless rattlesnakes. Oh, that's another thing. Dude, come on. You can't tell me he wasn't toxic for eating out a snake's ass. Come on. All right, I'm backtracking. That gets you, it's not a 7 out of toxicity. That shit was amazing. To Nagayan. Oh, two. I just got that ass. I just found your email. It must have got lost in the mix of things. I will be getting back to you shortly, sir. Thank you for reaching out. To Nagayan says, to be honest, I give the movie a 9 out of 10. Such pure thrills and craziest for sure. Thank you. I love that. Elizabeth Young, toxicity 10, overall 9. There's Bear John Woo films, but this one is pretty fun. All right. Cosmic Vader, toxicity 3 out of 10. Homoerotic Christians is not a segment commonly represented. Wholesome message to pray with the getaway of your desires will explode your pants. Yolanda, Hard Target has a divine toxicity of 10-10. Cheesiness 10-10, overall 9. Very entertaining. Bull Rush 4570. Who's an actor willing to ignore the girl and sexually assault a rattlesnake? Oh, this show's fucked. BOJ's helicopter tours.
I hope we're monetized.
No, we're not. Oh, we're
Oh, thank God.
We're long gone, not monetized by like 30 minutes at the show. As soon as I talked about the snake's ass, I checked and we lost we were demonetized. It's okay. I can at least own the fact that I ruined my own stream, and I'll you know what? That's fine. I have no regrets. I did it for all those in the chat. Sometimes you gotta take a hit. I did it for you guys, all 50 plus of you tonight. Pinochet's helicopter tours. Do you review musicals for Toxic Tuesday? I nominate JCVD Superstar, Random Sparks 7, Toxicity Jerry Curl, JCVD 9, Splits 9. You guys are seriously out for vengeance tonight with these comments.
Okay. Maybe he was using that slow, that soul glow.
I'm gonna finish this. Cosmic Vader, 8 out of 10, Cajun Mullet, standing on the bike, fisting a snake, the least John Woo. Yeah, no, man, no. Dude, the fact that he also knocked out that snake with the bike.
It is Drew.
Emperor's in him. No wonder snakes were found fleeing the country on planes afterwards.
Oh. Yick Domino, Toxicity 3, Discount Richards. 3 out of 10 Discount Richards. Overall 8 out of 10 Timeless Molds and Action James. Cavatino got to give this movie 6.9. I get it. 69 out of 10 toxicity. 180 out of 360 epic splits and possibly 7 inches of
I think we need to give the people doing these awesome reviews super chats now, Nick.
I know,
You need to
right?
reverse super chats.
I mean 7 out of 10 greatness. That's why I acknowledge all of them. RJ Godzilla 81, Chuck Norris was Van Damme's spirit animal in this movie. Toxicity 0, Villainy 10, Divinity 15 out of 10, Perfection Infinity out of 10. What does that mean? Oh, damn.
That was
damn.
great.
My face hurts so bad. Seriously,
That's
like
one.
I feel like I fucking ate a snake's ass.
You're paralyzed now?
I straight up James Rhodes paralyzed from this one. Oh,
You're not a scroll, I hope.
no, definitely not. Okay, guys, the break made me miss the show, and we came back long, hard, and strong tonight with Toxic Tuesday. We didn't miss a damn beat. Next week, we're doing another Van Damme movie, and I'm sure there's going to be a whole lot of tight ass to follow with this one. So clench all your assholes, get those buns tight, because we're talking Lionheart next week. And that makes it after next week, which will be 97, 3 more weeks after 97 until episode 100. Episode 100. So hold on to your butts. Straight up. Hold on to your butts.
Prepare your snakes.
Yeah. Rattle your dongs. Seriously, like, this is going to be the hugest huge that ever huge. Like, seriously, you better have your guys' asses clenched. This shit's going to be crazy. Anyways, thank you all for your super generous super chats. I do appreciate it. WG, Mad, Bruce, Southern Belle, Bull Rush, Mad. And then there's Toxic Man Flu. What's up, Tox? Says, for $10, if we are doing musicals, then we have to do the musical AIDS from the film Team America World Police. Oh, man. Dude, that was a great Toxic Tuesday.
That was a gooder.
That was my sister, AIDS, my brother, AIDS, 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 AIDS. Oh, man. That was, man. Maybe we'll have to do a special. That should be a Dix Division special on that song, Tox. Thanks for the $10, by the way, dude. But no, we should do something around the AIDS. And yes, I'm sure this movie will kill me as well. Maybe even more so. We're going to find out next week. So that all said, yeah, I got videos coming out this week. I did a ISOM number 2 review that was watched and commented by Eric July himself. If you haven't
That's amazing
to review, please watch it. Other than that, I'll have more videos out this week. Another one, at the very minimum one, and of course, Comic Shop Talk this week. And tomorrow night, I'll be hanging out with JT Kirk on his channel at 8:30 Central, right over here. Come hang out with us tomorrow night on his channel. It's gonna be a fun time.
What's the subject? Just any subject, or just a random?
I know we're talking some military stuff, and I know we're talking pizza, and I know we're talking about
Awesome.
my taste buds in metal. So
There
for
you
those
go.
who've been, because I've been covering a lot of comic stuff lately, I've had some people like, when you do some metal stuff again, I'll get there. I want to get a lot of this comic stuff on my system before I go back into the metal, especially since the comic stuff's really, really popping. So, but the metal stuff will happen again. Yeah, until then, Comics Division channel, Monday, Wednesday, Midnight's Edge After Dark, Tuesday and Thursday. And I'm gonna let these guys plug in their stuff. And once again, if you're a first timer here, thank you for hanging out with us. I hope you liked what you saw, and I hope you come back next week. If you're a long timer, you already know you're fucking awesome. I'm just reaffirming your awesomeness. I'm gonna let these boys plug in their plugs. Red Shirt is plugless tonight, so you boys better have some big plugs to make up for his plug. We'll start off with deleted scenes.
All right. Once again, Nick, thank you for having me on. Great panel. Great to be on with you guys tonight. Great chat. I host a show called Unscripted. That's Sunday nights at 8 p.m., where I basically pick out a subject for the week and rant about it for about an hour. That's always fun. I also do a show called The Other Side of Midnight, which is an open topic chill stream. My guest next week will be Big Al Presents. So look forward to that. I also do film reviews. I did 2 collaborating with Jedi Bill for the Meg 2 and Haunted Mansion. So take a look at those.
Oh shit!
Yep,
I boomered it. Thanks for being here, man. Or did Mark turn off my mic? I don't know.
No, well, that wasn't me this time. But
All
I can
right,
turn off your mic. I have the power.
Oh, you do have the power. No, thanks for being here, dude. We will definitely do this again, as I always say. And you have a magical night, weekend, and till our paths cross again. And guys, Mark, thank you for plugging his plug. Go sub to deleted scenes right there.
You always got to plug the other guys.
All right, we got another man to plug.
Keto Simple is my channel. We started doing lives every Tuesday, 7 p.m.
Nice.
Talk about all kinds of fun shit, keto related. We went live tonight for about an hour and 15. Put a video out on Sunday. Basically, is keto dead? Not clickbait. Got some more videos coming out this week. I'm just not sure which one. I haven't edited any more yet. Yeah. So just come and check it out.
All right. And Mark, thank you for playing his channel. Dustin, sir, it's been a pleasuring night.
Y'all need Jesus. I don't. Y'all
do. You, sir, have a magical evening. Stay keto simple. All right, until our paths cross once more. And this comment can be really interpreted as something gay, as it says it's a good toxic Tuesday when people leave sore. See ya, folks. All right, Bruce.
I love it.
All right, Bruce. Go ahead, go for it.
So Thursday night, me and my friends, we have over about 70 years of dungeon mastering experience for games, various games, game mastering at shops, doing home games. My current campaign has got 7 people in it, and we've ran for over 3 years. Some of the people that are in it been knowing me for over 30 years, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. Anyway, that's Thursday night. That's Table Breakers. We discuss various deep dives in the gaming tabletop industry. Saturday, my friend Kai from Table Breakers, he and I will discuss various things. He has a really impressive just diatribe on my Discord. I gave him a sub channel so he can just write stuff, and I'm mining that for views. I know that sounds lame, but he's a good friend of mine, and we discuss the things he talks about, and we go into some real deep stuff on his every other Saturday night, where we discuss all the things he's had cross his head while he drives the truck. This week, I'm off work, so me and my wife are enjoying it. But I had a dinner tonight, and I didn't mean to be late. I'm very sorry once again.
You're saying a lady came first for over Toxic Tuesday?
Not really. My dispatcher. My dispatcher invited me over for barbecue and beer. And when I got home, I'm like, oh, shit. Nick sent me a link for stream. Fuck!
Toilet, good, all right, that's a much better excuse. That's an acceptable excuse.
Bruce,
I love
great
you,
to
man.
have you back, sir. Love you, man. All right. I missed this, and I'm glad we're back at it. Keep at it with the dragons. Keep at it with the dungeons. You have a magical week. I will see you soon. Long, hard, and strong.
Veiny.
And to the man who makes our show as beautiful as it is, who gives us all the mad shots.
A lot of mad.
Hi, Mark. Hi, Mark.
Hi. Yeah, it was kept the camera off tonight, spared you all the the bad
Probably
luck,
for the
but,
best with all the
probably for the
laughing.
best. Yeah, I was dying here tonight. I almost snarfed when I was drinking like several times, so it's a lot easier if you're off camera. But yeah, this is one for the record books. I think this is one. I mean, we always joke we have awesome shows, but I think this was one of the really fun ones. And the chat was awesome. Chat was killing it and a lot of fun.
Oh, the
But
chat was gonna give me a heart attack. I swear I was gonna lose 30 years off my life tonight from this one.
so yeah, so check out my channel. I do a lot of talk on comic books, Star Trek, Star Wars, geek nerd stuff. I just went to Comic-Con in Connecticut, Terrificon, so I've been doing a lot of stuff on there. And if you want to see some, I'm going to post a slideshow from that channel. I was showing it on one of my Sunday night shows, Sunday Night Geekery. So doing a lot of Comic-Con coverage, and I got a video that's blowing up right now like crazy, getting a lot of views. It's just a dialect from Doctor Who cosplay, which is pretty cool. And it just during the show, it just I don't know, some of these videos, who knows, with this silly YouTube algorithm, they just they take off. But check out this short that's getting a lot of views from a dialect at Terrificon, and check out the other stuff I've got going. So I'm on Thursday night with Clobbering Times on the Clubhouse, and most nights I drop in on Clobbering Times channel to keep him company and talk comic books and Star Trek and things like that. And Sunday night's my big show, Sunday Night Geekery, and Thursday night the Clubhouse, and then yeah, Tuesday. So I remember what day of the week it is. I'm like, oh yeah, we were on Toxic Tuesday last night. There we go. Now it's Wednesday. Now it's Hump Day. But yeah, thanks. Always appreciate being on here, and I just hit 800 subs tonight. So from that video, which is awesome.
Yes. Hell yeah.
So getting there, but appreciate everyone who subbed and liked, and it's a blast to hang out with you guys. It's so much fun doing this. So just really appreciate everyone in the chat, and it's great. We got a great thing going right now. This is a lot of fun. So appreciate it, Nick, and keep on. We got to keep on rolling.
Oh, and we will, sir. Appreciate doing this with you, man. All the work you put into making the show as wonderful as it is, dude. You help make it what it is. I mean, you are an essential ingredient per se. And TZ, don't worry, man. There's the replay, dude. Seriously, trust me when I say you want to catch this replay. I know I say that a lot, but I think it's safe to say when I say that, I mean it. I'm not an exaggerator. I mean what I say. And I think everyone in the chat, and the chat was monstrously crazy tonight. You want to be there to catch this replay. Until then, sir, Mark, thank you again. Seriously,
thank you,
you're
everyone.
the man. You have a magical week. And now, last but not least, to close it out, that 70s rock fan.
Yeah, thanks again, Nick, for allowing me to come on, and thank you to the chat. That was wonderful. You were all wonderful tonight. Thank you very much. Yeah, I had a great show on Monday on my channel on the Cult Comedy Crew series. We did SCTV, and I'd forgotten just how funny that show was. It was a very enjoyable show that we had. So please go check out that replay. There's a lot of clips on it from the show, which maybe haven't even been seen for a long time, because a lot of them are from the early Canadian series before it was networked on NBC.
Great job with that show. Sorry to interrupt, but that show was I was
thanks,
lurking at work, but it was really tough. If you guys didn't see it, go watch that show. It was awesome.
Appreciate that, mate. Thank you. Appreciate your support. Also, I've been doing a lot of videos, previews and reviews of Korean movies recently, ramping that up because I've seen so many of them. I thought it's only right to start doing some more videos on them, including brand new ones. A new movie called Ransomed I went to see the other day, a Korean movie. It's absolutely excellent. So check out the review of that if you're at all interested in cinema from other countries. And on Thursday at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, I'll be hosting a show as usual every week, like I do on the Rock and Roll Rowdies channel. I host a show with those guys on their channel, and this week they'll be talking about some of the iconic venues that they've road managed at, like the Royal Albert Hall, Madison Square Garden, the Budokan, a whole list of very iconic places that they've worked at. So that should be interesting as these guys always are. So, thank you.
Thank you, 70s. And, sir, thank you for a homoerotically good time. Oh, I was going to give you a handy from underneath, but okay, you turned your camera off. No handies for you. All right, chat. Once again, Lionheart next week. All right, go check out my Iceland 2 review if you haven't. Good holdover until the next video, but this is the part where we play our intro as our outro and say good night.
I'd like to show you something.
The pace when I'm running, I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm
You have to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky?
You're still here? It's over.